of the International League T20 Development Tournament. We have the ILT20 Pearls taking on ILT20 Marvels in the second game of the evening. Well, we have absolutely no time to lose. Let's head to the center where Faizan Khan will be conducting the toss.
Hamid,
Just tail.
tails it is. Alishan Sharfu, you've won the toss. So what are you deciding today?
We'll have a bat first. Looking at yesterday's game, I think that's what the boys are comfortable doing so far. So going with what's been working for us from the first game, looking to do the same thing again.
Yesterday you said 150 and exactly that was your total. So today, what is a good total for you?
Again, seeing the first game, the wickets looking a little better than yesterday. So something around the 165 mark would be what we'd be wanting to get. And hopefully we get there.
I'm going to put you on the spot. What are the changes in your side today?
We've got one change. Ritya is now here. Shakur comes in instead of Ritya.
Well done. You've done your homework, Alishan. All the best for your game today.
Thank you.
Basil, what would you do if you had won the toss?
I think I would have bowled first as well.
Okay, so you've got what you wanted.
Yeah. That's
So what is the plan? How much should you restrict them to?
I think anything below 160 will be fine for us because in the consideration of dew, it's a pretty humid there than yesterday. So I would feel that dew is going to be a key factor in the second innings.
You didn't start the tournament as you would have wanted. So what are the plans up next?
Yeah, it's initial stage of the tournament. The positive things was we still ended up on the 1 point. So team is getting gelled up well. So and as I said, it's just the initial stage of the tournament. We have a better combination and skilled players. So we look forward to that.
Same team or are there any changes in your side today?
No, we are resting Taimur Bhatti and one fast bowler Danish Qureshi is coming in, and instead of Jeevan, Vasisha is playing.
Well done, you knew all the names. Thank you so much. Wish you all the very best, Basil. Well, the news from the middle is Alishan Sharfu from Pearls have won the toss and he has decided to bat first.
Thank you very much, Faizan. So news from the center is that the Pearls have won the toss and elected to bat first. Let's run through the two team lineups for you. For the Pearls, is going to be Abdul Shakur Sher, the wicketkeeper batter, Aditya Shetty, Ali Anwar, Alishan Sharfu, the skipper, Aryan Sharma coming off a fabulous half-century in his previous game, Khalid Shah, hard-hitting left-hand wicketkeeper, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, Mohammad Farazuddin, the star all-rounder, Mohammad Rohit, left-arm fast, and of course, Nilansh Keswani and Zawar Farid coming off a player of the match performance as well. And for the Marvels, Ayan Afzal Khan, Ashwin Bhaltappa, Basil Hamid, Danish Qureshi, Harshit Kaushik, Mayank Chaudhary, Mohammad Zahid, Mohammad Saghir Khan, Mohammad Zuhaib, Rahul Chopra and Syed Haider Wasisha. Alongside me in the com box to call this game, I have the one and only Abid Ibrahim. Good evening, Abid.
Good evening, AZ. It's been great to be back with you in the com box. Lovely game we witnessed just now earlier where Unstunned and showed all his class and caliber. Now talking about another classic batter who's walking in is Khalid Shah. Along with him is Aryan Sharma, the run machine. What a great season he's having. What a class he is. Though be a wicket keeping or though be a batting.
Oh, absolutely. He's really developed nicely, making big runs for the UAE, major impact, and his confidence is high. So let's see if he can stack up a back-to-back half-centuries here, opening alongside Khalid Shah, left-hand, right-hand combination. Of course, the Pearls won their previous game. It was the Marvels who faced defeat in the opening fixture of the ILT20 Development Tournament. So they'll be looking to get to winning ways. Should be a very interesting matchup. Two young sides with a lot of quality. Danish Qureshi, right arm swing bowler, pardon me, will take the new ball as per usual. A very skillful performer he is, Abid.
Oh, indeed. He's a great find. He's perfect bowler. A bowler where I enjoy watching him, especially when it comes to the bigger format. 20 overs, I still call it bigger format compared to the 10 overs, but I really want to see Danish Qureshi in 50 over format. He's is your man who can swing the ball. He can do things so accurately. He's a perfect bowler. So we are just waiting for this man to call it play. Shamim AB on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Play is the call.
The battle of the blues, whether it be sky blue or dark blue, whatever are your loyalties lie, slip in place. And immediately hint of extra bounce there for Danish Qureshi. Nicely bowled.
Yeah, even the umpires are wearing blue, isn't it? It's all blue here at the ICC Cricket Academy. It's Pearls versus Marvels. Well, Pearls must be riding high on the confidence as they have registered victory. And the Marvels are looking for that first win.
Yeah, these matches are certainly coming thick and fast. Just a 10 or 11 day tournament. So you need to recover. You need to bounce back as quickly as possible. Sometimes it helps that you don't have to think about a defeat for many days. You just get on with the game. Danish Qureshi steaming in once again. And Khalid Shah immediately carves this excellent stop at cover point. That ball was traveling like a rocket.
Yeah, great work from Harshit Kaushik there. He's brave enough to put a hand on it, let alone catching. But did that was a bump or was it a catch? We need to see the replay. Yeah, hit hard. I think it was a bump as well and going very quickly. Full marks for the fielding. Well done, Kaushik.
Sizzling square drive there by Khalid Shah. Timing the ball beautifully. He's such a free flowing batter. Can strike the ball big, whether at that square leg or that cover point region. He loves to play square of the wicket. So Danish has to be careful. Once again, that extra bounce made it awkward for Khalid Shah. This is lovely bowling from Danish Qureshi.
Yeah, you just need to check that wicket, how it behaves. This is not the first game for Khalid Shah as he already played a game in this wicket. Look at that extra bounce. Got him surprised. Lucky did not carry all the way to Wasi Shah. You need to be careful, Khalid Shah. And I was just having word the other day with Faizan Khan about Khalid Shah's approach, what it should be. It should be clear mindset. He's the man who can get you runs. He should be playing attacking and natural game. That's what his natural game is. Go for the attack. In this wicket, if you put the opponents under pressure by putting them or some extraordinary shots by 4 or 6s, only Khalid Shah can do that. Damage the confidence of the other bowler by just playing some extraordinary shots.
Meanwhile, some running repairs being done here to Khalid Shah. I think he's just been wrapped on the knuckles there, on the wrist in fact. Good to see the physio out there immediately. Get that magic spray out there. Perhaps you could use some on your knees, Abid Ibrahim.
Yeah, I think more than this. Maybe
Your fast bowling days are done now.
Well, I think I need some grease, not the magic spray.
Well, I think you need a lot more than that, to be quite honest. But good to see Khalid Shah is good to go. None for none after 0.3. Plenty of bounce and movement there for Danish Qureshi. I like this combination, left hand, right hand, both very attack-minded. Aryansh perhaps more technically correct, but Khalid Shah, he likes those matchups. He likes to slice the ball behind point or that pickup on the leg side. And if you pitch the ball up, he can tonk it over extra and even mid-on, mid-off. So a complete package. Pulled it away over mid-wicket. In fact, that might be 6. No, 1 bounce over the rope.
Now, there is a confusion. Aditya Shetty says that's 6 and Ali Shan says it's 4. We'll stick with Shami maybe, who says it's a 4. It's almost flied over the rope for 6 runs. That's what Khalid Shah can do. He can stand and deliver. What a shot that is. Just a hint of shot in the length. And all he had to do is dispatch that one. Look at that. Travelled almost to the boundary line. And that's 4. And let me tell you, that's a very long part of the boundary.
Beautiful clean strike there from Khalid Shah. So he's underway with a 4. Oh, this time it's the outswinger. Beautifully bowled by Danish Qureshi. And he was caught in a very awkward position there, Khalid Shah.
Yeah, when he plays those shots, he plays with a clean mindset. But that delivery has completely beats him. Look at the amount of the seam and swing. Danish, the ball that absolutely built. So at times you just need one boundary to get the better of you.
It's been a testing over for sure. Getting plenty of response from the surface. is Qureshi. Nicely played this time. So an entertaining over to open up this game. 4 for none. So looks like it's going to be Mohammad Saghir sharing the new ball with Danish. He's not that tall, but he has a nippy pace, can swing the ball. He does tend to overpitch. So sometimes he goes for runs. But in the search for wickets, you certainly have to take a few risks. Let's see if he can deliver this evening. Very talented batter as well. Aryan Sharma being an excellent touch. He will not be phased by the pace or the swing. Slip in place is Rahul Chopra as Saghir steams in. Tucked away towards that fine leg region. Beats the fielder in the ring. And in fact, he'll go all the way for 4 runs.
Yeah, straight away, Aryan Sharma, not wasting much time, off the mark with the boundary. Yeah, not a great delivery there from Saghir. Onto the pads and just flicked it away. Being that fine leg up, and you're feeding him on the feet. Not a greatest of the delivery from Mohammad Saghir. But the problem is Mohammad Saghir is not a consistent new ball bowler. You keep switching his positions in the bowling.
A bit too straight again, tucked into mid-wicket. They're pushing for 2 and will manage it quite easily. Great balance there from Aryan. Just using his wrist to turn the ball, and he's getting a lot of value.
Yeah, extremely well done there. He's got 6 of 2 deliveries already. Was just wondering if Marvels could find the left arm spinner like last game they played. They brought Ayan Afzal Khan to bowl with the new ball. I think that idea was right.
Not a bad option indeed. One of the key players for the UAE national team these days, Ayan Afzal Khan. Oh, trying to cut that away hard. There is that swing that Saghir has. But that was a bit of a loose shot from Aryansh.
And also, I think he offered a lot of width there. He should have been close to the off stump. Look at that. That extra bounce have just beaten the outside edge. I think he need to bowl slightly closer to the wicket.
Very interesting they haven't given Mohammad Zahid the new ball. If they did want to use a seamer alongside Danish. So just experimenting here. Maybe they're using him for the middle overs role. Oh, beats the outside edge. That's a peach of a delivery from Mohammad Saghir.
Yeah, that's a beautiful delivery. That's what you need to do. Aryan Sharma is scoring runs freely. But if you can bowl that way, lovely delivery. That was coming in and going out. Wow.
Well, you wanted him to bowl a bit closer to the batter and just as you ordered. Abid Ibrahim, anything else?
Yeah, pick up a wicket.
So, good areas from Saghir now. That's where he needs to be. If he can bowl that channel, he'll be among the wickets for sure. Nicely played. Soft hands from Aryansh. And only going to be a single. Interesting, he already has a deep point in place, Saghir. Just offering him a bit of protection on the offside.
Yeah, probably the idea is to get him out on a cut shot. The reason he offered width on those 5 deliveries.
Yeah, he is very good square of the wicket, especially on the offside. Just having a quiet word with Khalid Shah. That's the sign of a good opening pair. Always in dialogue with each other. Always talking and discussing the match scenarios.
Yeah, I think considering that, we are the best pair then. 2 fielders on the leg side for the left-hander. One is at the mid-wicket region and the other one is at deep square.
Yeah, very interesting. Defensive field taken to Khalid Shah. He's immediately that one fielder down the ground and square. So perhaps the short ball could be on offering, or maybe the double bluff. Let's see what Saghir has up his sleeve. Down the leg side, and that will be a wide.
Yeah, he's asking him to pull that ball and get him out probably at the square of the wicket. The square leg will come into the play, but you need to bowl around the body or maybe onto the off stick with that line and length if you're moving it into the left-hander.
Yeah, trying to cramp him for room, not allowing him to free his arms to go over the offside. And steps out and swings and misses. I think it made a bit of connection with the thigh pad there, but not a bad over from Saghir at all. 12 for none. Well, Abid Ibrahim, you were demanding to see Ayan Afzal Khan with the new ball. There you go. The call has been answered.
I think I have some direct heart-to-heart connection with Basil Hamid.
I hope he knows about it.
Yeah, I think our thought process is at least same. We understand the game similarly, maybe. Now, what I think here, they need to change the end for Danish. Maybe that's the reason they brought in Ayan Afzal Khan. I don't see any reason to replace Danish Qureshi the way he bowled that first over.
Yeah, I do agree with you. He was getting that swing and that movement. There is a deep square leg and a long off. Very interesting for Ayansh. They're, of course, constant teammates in the UAE national team. So Ayan knows all about his strengths and weaknesses. This will be a very intriguing over indeed.
Yeah,
Such a lion-hearted performer, Ayan Afzal Khan. Just a teenager, but he's already become one of the UAE's key players.
Make a note of it. He'll go on and be one of the finest players in the world.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. He's got bundles of talent. Just about 17 or 18 years old. He's already a regular, a veteran of the UAE national team. And perhaps the next decade and a half, maybe 2 decades, will belong to Ayan Afzal Khan.
Yeah, the more he played, the more mature he will get. He's not just a great bowler, but he's also fabulous batter as well. So he's also an exceptional fielder. So all 3 dimensions. And he's already played with the greats. And his performances speaks loud. Now he's making a lot of movements in the field as the left-hander is on a strike, Khalid Shah, and they've got square leg for him.
Holds it flat and quick, nicely bowled, and Khalid Shah giving due respect. And of course, Ayan Afzal Khan alongside Sanchit Sharma have been retained by the Gulf Giants for the next edition of ILT20. So that just shows what kind of confidence they have in him.
Yeah, though he's retained, but he'll still give his 200%. That's kind of a character he is. Tucked towards the long on. They'll take only single. Basil Hamid, interestingly, is fielding at the boundary line where the captain should be inside the circle.
Yeah, one of the best fielders in the UAE, Basil. So they're expecting a lofted shot towards him. Meanwhile, they have not taken the bait so far. Aryansh and Khalid Shah playing very, very watchfully against Ayan. Only dealing in 1s and 2s. 14 for none after 2.3. It's been a good start with the ball for the Marvels. There you can see how carefully and watchfully they're playing him.
Well, the amount of rotation of the wrist after bowling he gets, it's great. And if you notice, this boy is making movement to the field every single delivery.
Oh, that was the arm ball. Beautifully bowled. He's really mixing it up nicely. And although he's just a teenager, He knows his bowling strategy so well. It's so mature beyond his years.
Well, Aryan Sharma will be careful because they are the club mates as well.
Excellent over from Ayan Afzal Khan. 14 for none after 3. So steady start here for the Pearls. Slightly watchful, if anything. Ayan with a very tidy over. Only 2 runs off it. Danish Qureshi, yes, it is indeed a change of ends. So Abid Ibrahim is reading this game like a book and calling it in advance. I need you to read my palm after this game. Tell me my fortunes for the upcoming year. On to the pads. Khalid Shah will be disappointed. He didn't clip that away for 4.
Yeah, you'll have a lot of money. And
Are you giving me a loan?
Yeah, if you get money, I'll be your friend forever.
That's how we became friends.
Well, meantime, it's very important for Danish to continue bowling because he's creating that chances. And every time you pick up early wicket, that's what is need in this game. You pick up early wicket. Mind you, Khalid Shah and Aryan Sharma are not the regular opener. They don't usually open together in any domestic game. It will take little time for both these batters to get gelled. And this is the beauty of this tournament. ILT20 development have done one thing particularly too good is that they mix the players. They just want everybody to be jailed around.
Oh, absolutely. Once again, squaring him up there. I'd like to see a slip in place for Danish Qureshi. He is a new ball specialist. He will get it to swing. So allow him to pitch the ball up and look for that outside edge.
Yeah, he's just not swinging the ball. He's creating the angle as well. So he's just bringing that booming in swing, a big swing into the right-hander. We saw we bowled against a left-hander that was away going, and that was a huge amount of swing. The best part that he controls that swing well.
Opens up and slices it over the covers. Not a lot of control on that shot. Great fielding there. I believe that was Syed Haider Shah. He's 200% committed in the field.
Yeah, wonderful fielder. He keeps the gloves as well, keeps the wickets as well, and he bats great as well. He had a fabulous season last year. Still waiting for that national call.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's coming anytime soon. Before that, perform here and you could even get picked up in the ILT20 for one of the 6 franchises. Cut away behind square. That went whistling to that deep cover point. So they've covered the angles well to Aryan Sharma, keeping him quiet. Just 11 off 12.
Yeah, it's been convincing performance from Danish, not giving a lot of boundaries. In fact, is also putting all sorts of trouble for these both the batters, though it's be a left-hander or the right-hander.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That 1-4 he conceded to Khalid Shah. After that, besides that, very tidy stuff. And he's the kind of bowler, he likes to bowl 3 overs on the trot in the power play. So it will be interesting to see if Basil Hamid gives him another one. So far, a very controlled, a very measured start with the ball from the Marvels.
Yeah, what I like about Danish is that he's worked on his fitness as well.
Pulled away towards mid-wicket. Khalid Shah unleashes a 6.
What a great hit. This man is master when it comes to play across the line. He was waiting for that one shot delivery. He can hammer that one. The control was beautiful. Look at that. Slapped it.
Dismissed from his presence. Look at that. You're absolutely right. That was hit with some venom and he was ready for it. He knew a short ball was coming and Nicely put away. He was 5 of 10. Now run a ball 11.
And it only takes a couple of boundaries to get you going. So you just need to be careful and play a long inning like Asif Khan did.
Well, that was on the pads, shuffling around, and didn't take advantage of it. Got away with a poor delivery there, Danish Qureshi. 4 overs gone by, 24 for none. Well, yet more bowling changes being made here. And looks like Basil has listened to me this time. I was asking for Mohammad Zahid, and he's immediately into the action.
My understanding of the game is different. If you're not using Mohammad Zahid at the top with the new ball inside that first 2 to 3 overs, then you keep him on hold, introduce him on the ninth or 12th over. After 10, you can use him. Similarly, that they use the one express bowler at the international arena.
Oh, yes, he's 140 plus. Mohammad Zahid cracked away behind point. There is a deep third, but he has no chance. Pure timing from Aryan Sharma.
Yeah, just to mind you, the faster you bowl, the quicker it travels. It was along the carpet, glued with the ground. Look at that.
Wonderful hands. Look at that bat speed. Look at that control. Fabulous, fabulous shot from Aryan Sharma.
Yeah, well, great wrist work there. Great wrist work from this man. Well, he's been scoring bulks of runs here and there and cemented his position as an opener in the national side.
Nicely played once again. His balance is so good these days when he's facing the fast bowlers. And just allowing the ball to come onto the bat, playing it late. And he really does look a class apart.
Yeah, you need a solid partner at the other end. If you don't have Wasim, then you need somebody who can fire up, who can get those boundaries from the other end. Meanwhile, Aryansh constructs the inning. He does his work. He's a batter who can bat entire 20 as well.
Yeah, it's a great combination we have in the top order for the UAE now. Short ball, and that was quick. That's hit him on the shoulder. Mohammad Zahid, you cannot treat him with disdain so easily. And Khalid Shah was at least 30 seconds late on that one.
Yeah, Aryansh is asking for one of the over, but no, I don't think so. The umpire is interested in that chat.
Yeah, look at that. Had to take evasive action. Get out of the way of that one. Wasi perhaps thought there was a catch, but I think it was purely off the shoulder blade. So Mohammad Zahid just warming up here.
Khalid Shah wasn't really expecting that. He wasn't ready for the shot and delivery. You need to be ready every time.
So Mohammad Zahid to Aryansh. The battle resumes. Oh, he's trying to pull him away off a length. Strange shot selection. We were just praising his control and his balance. That was a rush of blood.
Hey, you already got a boundary on the very first delivery of Zahid. You just need to tuck around, nudge it around, take single, get to the other end. You just can't be taking someone for granted, like Mohammad Zahid especially. You just give him little time to get over the top.
Yeah, he's the kind of bowler, if you give him 1 wicket, he can pick up 3 or 4 in a rush. He has that Yorker as well. Another short ball. And once again, Aryan's trying to challenge it. And Colonel Said giving him a bit of a look. Son, I'm a bit too quick for you.
Hey, if you just notice where Waltappa is collecting the ball, he's a tall lad. And he's almost collecting it from his chest height. Look at that. In fact, his head height.
Yeah, and he's about 20 yards away from the wicket as well. That just shows the speed and carry that Mohammad Zahid is generating. He's come back well into this over after that early boundary. Balanced start for The Pearls, nothing more than that.
And mind you, this is a slow wicket. At the slow wicket, if you can get purchase that side, sort of a bounce and carry, see that means you're really bending down.
So let's see. He's tried 2 pull shots. Hasn't been close. What will be the next delivery? Is he going to bowl it fuller into the pads?
I would like to see one in swinging Yorker.
Well, let's see. That's what you've ordered. Let's see if they can deliver.
Yeah, for that you need control at least. I think Zahid wouldn't go for it because control with the new ball is a challenge.
Oh, he's picked it up towards square leg. He was ready for that pitched up delivery and he's dispatched it over the fence for 6. Wow, Aryan Sharma with some fireworks. 5 overs is 36 for none. And as the excitement builds, there's going to be a change in the com box as Faizan Khan and Mohammad Rashid will take over.
Thank you, Ahmed and Abid. 5 overs done, 36 for no loss. This is a good start for the Pearls. Marvel's unable to break this partnership as yet. But I think the wicket is playing a little more better than it was in the first game. Faizan?
Yeah, certainly. I think so as well. In fact, after the first innings itself, we saw the last game being won, chasing 165 was never looking easy on this wicket, but it was done convincingly in the end by the Thunderbolt team. And I think, yeah, it's because of the dew or the humidity. Conditions have become easier to bat on this wicket.
The last over of the power play and the very first delivery, that's been played down the ground by Khalid Shah. That was a good looking shot coming down the track and hitting it over the bowler's head for a boundary.
Oh, that was wonderful. Hit on the up, straight down the ground. He didn't try to slog it. Look at that. Made room, played it down the ground as straight as possible. And that was the beauty of that particular shot. He's looking good today. And I hope he continues in the same vein as he's batting right now.
Oh, absolutely. That was a wonderful shot. Didn't really try to play it along the carpet. Just went with the flow and got it right from the middle of the bat. That was a very good shot. Especially because this is the last over of the power play. Remember, the power play runs are very, very important. That 1 point is what all teams will be eyeing. And pressure on Danish straight away.
Trying to hit it too hard down the ground this time around. It was a better ball, mind you, up to the batter. So nicely.
Oh, what was happening there, Faizan? Very casual running between the wickets by Khalid Shah. That could have been a wicket if Basil could have gotten a direct hit there.
I think that's a rookie mistake. That's a schoolboy mistake. Khalid Shah, we all know him, is not a schoolboy by any means, so he shouldn't be making those mistakes.
Yeah, very lucky there. And that'll bring Aryansh back on strike. 22 of 17. He's been fabulous. The way he constructs his innings, I think I really like that about him.
And again, down the ground. Too much praise, is it? Too much praise, is it? Yes, it is. It's got straight to hand. And there's a lot of celebration and a lot of passion by another youngster. That's Ayan Ali Khan taking the catch there.
That was a
Ayan
fabulous
Afzal
catch.
Khan, rather. Let me clarify. Rashid is having a bad impact on me.
Yeah, that was a fabulous catch. Look at that. Went miles up in the air in the night sky and not very easy under lights. And look at those emotions. This is a very, very big wicket. Aryan Sharma normally plays that long innings and builds the innings around him. He'll have to walk back 22 of 18. Good delivery by Danish. So the breakthrough comes in finally 41 for 1. It's the captain, Alishan Sharafu, makes his way to the middle. They're in a good position right now, 41 for 1 after 5.3, but I think it's very important that they hold on to their wickets and stitch a partnership here. Slip in place, that's a good sign. And straight away, that's taken the outside edge, but away from the fielders. He'll be off the mark, but in streaky fashion there.
Yeah, Ansh Tandon was the player of the match in the last game, and I was talking to him at the presentation, and I asked him, you know, a lot of players are not able to play properly on this wicket. How is it that you scored 45 in just 19 deliveries with 5 sixes? He said, the key is to get under the ball and try to hit it in the air and give it all his, give it the full Monty rather than going for those half-hearted shots. So I think that's a very good ploy when you're trying to hit those balls outside the park.
Absolutely, I think they should take heed that advice from young Ansh Tandon. He's played a match-winning knock. Oh, meanwhile, that's an excellent delivery. The in-swinging Yorker Abid Ibrahim wanted in the previous stint. He's gotten that a bit too late, but what a delivery that was from Danish Qureshi.
Yeah, that was brilliant. This has been a very good over, isn't it? After that first ball 4, he's picked up a wicket, and now he's troubling the batters as well. He's mixed his line and length well, and he's getting that swing going, and at his pace, that can be lethal for the batters.
Absolutely, he's a wonderful bowler. And coming back to your point about Ansh Tandon, I think it was all about timing. He was using his hips as well, generating that power, but I think it was sheer timing on all the shots, except for the last shot he hit through square leg where he used a lot of power. He was timing the ball superbly well.
Yeah, certainly we'll come back to this. Nicely bowled again, holding its line. And only a single this time around. That concludes the over. A very good one, successful one as well. It's 6 overs gone, 44 for 1 now.
That's going to be the young left arm spinner, Ayan. He's bowled one over, given away just 2 runs. And he's been brought in after the field is open. So they clearly want him to take some wickets.
Played down the ground. Not convincing once again from Alishan Sharfu. He started very well yesterday and just could not keep on going. So he needs to make up for all the lost runs in yesterday's game. Khalid Shah is going good on the other end. It's still good if at the start of your innings you're going at run a ball, you're trying to take single, rotate the strike. It's still very good for you as a batter.
Oh, absolutely. That is what you need on this sort of a wicket. You need to make sure that you stay there, get your eye in, and you'll have to be very careful against Ayan. He'll be bowling towards the longer part, towards of the onside for Khalid Shah. So you'll have to be careful with those slog sweeps.
He's a prodigy, no doubt about that. The other commentators, Ahmed and Abid, when they were talking about him, they were so proudly talking about him. It feels good to see a young man like this, 15, 16, 17 years of age and playing in the domestic circuit, getting into the national side, and he's been playing there for a year and a half now. So he has got the experience of playing in the national side at just 16, 17 years old. Nicely bowled again. And I love that fact about him, that he has a very balanced head on his shoulder as well. It's very easy to get lost when you're that young. That fame can get to your head and make you do things that you wouldn't do otherwise.
Well, certainly, he's very, very talented, no doubt about that. It's good to see him featuring in the UAE national side and also a lot of franchise teams around the world. So that's a good sign for UAE cricket overall. And well, you must give credit to a lot of credit to his parents and the coaches who have made sure that he develops and those skills that are required to perform at the top level.
And I'm sure you would agree, now that you meet him before, there was a time 1 year back when you used to meet him there's a definite change in the body language as well. The confidence is up now. He's not shy to talk to you now, and he can talk his brains with you as well. Nicely played, straight to the fielder. A fumble, but still a single.
I think there was a dot ball there. All the excitement. Zahid just didn't feel that correctly, cleanly rather, but no single taken, no harm done. Only 3 runs coming of the first 5 deliveries. That is the reason why Afzal Khan has been so promising in his approach to the game. Another good delivery. Khalid making room for himself, and that was darted in quickly. They wanted to go for the second, but wasn't there. Good little over coming to an end from Ayan. 4 runs coming off it. 7 done, 48 for the loss of 1.
Basil Hamid coming into bowl here. And a big swing of the bat. A slog shot, if you will. Only a single. That's a high price shot for a single.
Yeah, but I think he's eyeing that shorter part of the ground towards the onside, and this is a very courageous move coming in from Basil Hamid. That's a big matchup. Khalid Shah is settled at 20 runs apiece, a ball. Alishan Sharaf was still new out there, so they probably want to take another wicket here, get the spinners out of the way as early as possible.
This is downtown. Has it been timed? Yes, it has. It goes the distance. That's a very good shot from the captain, captain.
That's a wonderful shot, and that is the reason why I was saying it's a very courageous move, because you don't have too big a boundaries in front of the wicket, and anything pitched up to Alishan Sharaf, who is very, very strong. Look at that power, but didn't need a lot of power on that shot. There was a sheer timing there, getting it from the meat of the bat and all the way for a maximum.
And another one. Is it back to back? No. Got excited there. Got very excited there. That's a better delivery. It was just 1-6. That's wishful thinking. And it goes a little bit to our producer Rafi as well.
Some good deliveries coming in from Basil Hamid after that maximum 2 dot balls. So if he can finish this over quietly here or pick a wicket, all that maximum will be forgotten. Once again coming down the track and hitting it over the bowler's head this time. It will be a boundary. That's a wonderful shot once again from Alishan Sharafu.
Yeah, beautifully hit. Getting to the pitch of the ball. This is a replay, certainly. I know this now. Nicely hit. Straight down. As straight as they come. And beautifully timed as well. Didn't try to hit it too hard. That was the key there. And again, takes a single. Very good batting this.
Oh yeah, very intelligent. They're coming back for the second now. So good running between the wickets. This has been an excellent over for the Pearls. 13 coming off it. 8 overs done. 61 for the loss of 1. Well, it's going to be Ayan Afzal Khan to continue. And why not? He's given away just 6 runs in his 2 overs. Well, he's a serious contender for that super bowler's choice that Basil Hamid will have towards the end of the innings. Or probably before that, if Ayan bowls quite 4 overs, he'll be bowling to Khalid Shah. Run a ball 20 for him. Tries to go big, loses shape, and plays it away from the line of the delivery. But very lucky there, Khalid was trying to go towards the onside, longer part of the ground. That could have easily gone into the hand of the fielder.
Yeah, I think, he plays that shot really well usually. That slog shot down the ground towards mid-wicket long on. He usually plays that pretty well. So backing himself there, but it is not the same wicket that he plays on usually in Sharjah and Ajman. It is a very different wicket. Nicely played this time around, flicked away. Only a single, I'm sure. Yes, it is.
Good delivery by young Ayan once again. And I think this is where Alishan needs to be very careful. He backs himself to go against the spinners, but Ayan Afzal Khan is a different breed altogether. He's very smart, very calculative, and he's got a lot of confidence and he's got a lot of control in his bowling. So he'll have to be careful here. He can't afford to lose his wicket. He's going good 16 of 10.
This one is up in the air. The bounce was a little more than what Ali Shan expected. And straight to hand. Rashid has picked up a wicket here. Yeah, certainly. What a wicket for Ayan Afzal Khan.
Oh yeah, that's a big, big wicket. And well, that was what we were talking about. Ayan is a different bowler altogether. That extra bounce. And that is the reason why Ali Shan couldn't time it all that well. And good catch taken by Mayank. That's a superb catch. Two good catches taken by the Marvels tonight. Alishan Sharfu making his way back. 16 of 11. A boundary and a maximum in that one. 2 wickets down. 62 on the board. New man in. Abdul Shakur Sher comes in at the fall of Alishan Sharaf, who was looking very decent out there. And we were discussing this, Faizan Khan, that shot wasn't required, especially against Ayan Afzal Khan.
Absolutely. You need to play him just like the way international teams play Rashid Khan. They try to get him off, take singles, and then they will get a loose ball here and there. When he tries and picks up a wicket, oh, this was in the air, hanging in the air. And that's stuck into the surface, played it a little too early, Abdul Shakur. He has all the experience in the world. And I'm sure he would try and settle down here rather than play his shots, which he can do anytime he wants to.
Yeah, very good delivery to the new man. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Oh, another good one. He's bowling that arm ball, not relying on the ball to spin away from the right-hander. Probably just creating that doubt in Abdul Shakur's mind. And what a over this has been. Just 1 run and a wicket.
He's mixing his pace really well, and that is what I love about this guy. That was a quicker delivery that got Alishan Sharfu. And this is, again, a flatter one into the stumps, played from the back foot. Another dot delivery. He's bowling brilliantly. 3 overs, 7 runs, picking up a wicket, 9 gone, 62 for the loss of 2 pearls.
Basil Hamid to continue. Oh, that was a chance, was it? Ashwant is down. But with the look on Basil's face, I think that was a chance. Let's have a look. Good delivery. Oh, yeah, was the inner edge. No, you can't blame the wicketkeeper for that. But 2 good deliveries from Basil Hamid. With Alishan out of the equation, I think this is a good move to continue with the off spinner.
Yeah, absolutely. And No, Khalid Shah doesn't play like this usually, 21 of 23. So there would be pressure on him internally to start scoring runs, and that is why you see all the shots coming out for Khalid Shah. Normally he plays that shot very well through the offside, the cut shot, his bread and butter shot. But the ball is kicking off the surface, is sticking into the surface as well. It's never going to be easy hitting those.
Slightly just holding up, and sometimes just it's too paced, this wicket. And I think Basil Hamid and the spinners are doing really well. Ayan Afzal Khan, he's superb. Just 7 runs in 3 overs. But what an excellent bowling effort this has been. What a comeback. Meanwhile, look at that effort in the field as well. So they're making sure that they save every run here. Every run is important for the Marvels.
Wasn't required though. There was a fielder right behind him. But it's good to see that they're putting everything in.
You need to have that intensity sometimes, just to, create that doubt in the batter's mind that they will throw the bodies around, and they'll make sure that they don't give any easy run.
Absolutely, especially after you've lost the first game convincingly.
Yeah, not a very good start for the Marvels. They're missing out on Mohammad Wasim, who was also originally part of the squad. Oh, that's played uppishly and straight into the hands of Mohammad Saghir. That is another wicket. Abdul Shakur, he is not able to open his account, and a good catch, good bowling from Basil Hamid.
Well, yeah, I think it was not required again from Shakur. He was looking to go up and over. The ball is sticking into the surface. We've been talking about it all day long. It's not coming onto the bat easily. And he just holds out to Mohammad Saghir. And that is a soft dismissal for a man of his caliber. Abdul Shakur Sher gone without troubling the scorers for a duck of 4 balls. 9.5 gone, 64 for 3 now. In trouble.
So welcome back after the drinks break. The Pearls are in a spot of bother here. The top order has been blown away, 64 for 3. Basil Hamid, persisting with himself, has paid off. So Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, another UAE capped player, coming in at number 5. And the partnership is very, very dearly required right now, Abid.
Yeah, they indeed need a partnership here. Basil has picked up the wicket of experience, Abdul Shakur.
And the trial by spin so far is working for the men in sky blue. 64 for 3 at the halfway stage. Khalid Shah, 22 of 26. He's gotten off to a start, so we're going to see Zohaib Zubair, the young leggy, coming into the game. So they have plenty of spin options in their side here, Abid.
And I think this spin suits the wicket as well. The spinner's got a role to play, and they've been doing fine job. As we saw, the last over even picked up the wicket of Shakur. It was Basil Hamid, the spin department. Now they have got 4 man inside the circle. Zohaib haven't bowled much in this tournament. The captain is relying on him. Zohaib is a fine leggy who got a few varieties of sleeves as well. He can be a wicket-taking option as well as this wicket is supporting to the spinners. I reckon, yeah, they've got plenty of production on the onside as well.
Starts off with a bit of a drag down, got away with it. Khalid Shah trying to hit the ball a bit too hard there.
Yeah, top spin there. Bowled by Zohaib. Not a bad start at all. He just offered a width there a bit too much, but the ball was going away from the left-hander. I think that justifies.
Has to be very precise. The pressure has been built. Oh, this has been smacked off the back foot towards long off and taken. A loose shot there from Khalid Shah. And another Pearls batter departs.
Yeah, the spinners are doing a fine job here. They are picking up wickets, not letting the Pearls settle down there. Khalid Shah went straight down the ground. There was an elevation, but not the distance. Danish Qureshi takes that catch easy. 22 of 28. Khalid Shah departs. 64 for 4.
Well, player of the match in the previous game, Zawar Farid, coming in at number 6. So they still have plenty of depth, but they're running out of options.
Yeah, you need somebody senior like Zawar Farid and Shakur right at the top as well. That's what I feel. At number 3, you should promote someone experienced. Yeah, they've got a plenty of batters. Pearls, they've got likes of Lovepreet, Ali Shan himself. Still, you need somebody, a reliable, who can make partnership in between. That's very important because 10 overs past, you're 4 wickets down. The runs are not so convinced on board. We have just seen that 166 getting chased. So it says that the wicket is helping. It's not as it was yesterday. It's different today. Now, especially under the lights, it gets a little settled, a little easier to bat on.
Been a long time since we've seen that last boundary from the Pearls. That dot ball pressure has paid off in terms of wickets. Slip in place for Zohaib. Oh, it's a googly to start and he's been given. Fantastic catch by the wicketkeeper. And what a dream delivery by Zohaib Zubair.
What a great start. Marvelous start this is. Zohaib Zubair, 2 wickets, 2 back-to-back wicket. He's on a hat-trick. The 2 big names. And this man couldn't believe his luck. Perfect googly. Just hint of outside edge. Shami maybe raised that finger. Zawar Farid, my friend, you need to take a walk out. You can't be hanging out there. It's a big blow, mighty blow. He departs without troubling the scorers. 64 for 5.
So Zohaib Zubair, could we see another magic moment here in the ILT20 development tournament? Zohaib Zubair on a hat-trick. Nilansh Keswani, another young all-rounder in the fire. A leg slip in place for the left-hander. That's not something you see every day, Abid.
Or Basil, I mean, forgot that Nilansh bats left-handed.
Here we go then. Zohaib on a hat-trick. Oh, beautifully bowled and equally well played by Nilansh Keswani.
Yeah, this has been wonderful bowling. Lovely spell so far. He just started and he's been picking up wickets. First one was the big one, this Khalid Shah, where he tried to go big downtown, couldn't clear Danish. And this one, magical delivery. But I think the bat was hitting the pad rather than the noise of the bat and bowl.
A couple of sounds there, but the umpire was immediately convinced. Fabulous over so far. Nilansh Keswani, he's very capable with the bat as well. You can certainly categorize him as an all-rounder.
Yeah, you can count on him, especially with Lovepreet at the other end. You can expect these pair to build a partnership and might get you somewhere around 130 would be really a tough task. Now that would be a fighting total. 2 wickets already. We're on the verge of getting double wicket maiden.
Edged past the slipper, and that will run away for 4. It was the wrong one once again, and I think Nilansh Keswani read it in time. So he's cut it away for 4. 68 for 5. Well, the wickets have fallen in a flurry here for the Pearls. Basil Hamid, couple of overs up his sleeve and already a wicket to his name. So it looks like it's going to be all spinners to go through, and why not? It's working for them.
Well, indeed, they have done a wonderful job, the spin department, especially Basil. And now he will enjoy bowling more against the left-hander, Nilansh Keswani.
Wonderful fielding, confusion between the pair. There is a direct hit, but Lovepreet made it in time. But Nilansh Keswani was ball watching.
Yeah, that's the last thing your captain wants, to get you lose your wicket by run out. At least the calling should be clear. You can't be hanging around and discussing middle of the wicket. Look at that. Yes, no, yes, no.
A couple of yeses and 5 nos in the end. They made it through safely. Slip in place for Nilansh. I like this attacking approach from Basil Hamid. He's on the hunt for wickets. He's not concerned about the run rate here. He wants to get through this Pearls batting lineup. Edge past the slip fielder again. He's living on the edge, quite literally, Nilansh Keswani. And they will scurry for a couple more.
Yeah, the second slip could have taken that catch probably. The idea is good. I think they'll just be trying to create the pressure. Basil, fabulous delivery.
Definite grip off the straight there. Excellent bowling. Ayan Afzal Khan himself stationed in the slip cordon. Add another one, you're absolutely right. Well, Ayan has moved out now towards that silly mid-off position. Rahul Chopra has stepped in at the slip cordon.
And I think there wasn't anything wrong with Ayan. It was clearly away from him.
Testing over. Oh, lofted over extra cover. Beautiful shot there by Nilansh Keswani.
He wants to fight. Good intent. Waited for that ball to take a turn and then placing it towards the cover. Just perfect timing. Yes, it was in the air, but in a perfect position. Lovely inside out.
Quality shot there from Nilansh Keswani. Many a time I've seen him play a battling innings coming in at number 7, number 8. Can he reproduce one tonight? Oh, this was a straighter one, jammed into the pads. Excellent bowling from Basil. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Yeah, I would like to see one arm ball against the left-hander. Would have been a better option rather than the orthodox finger spin.
Really teasing stuff here. Meanwhile, Lovepreet, he's seen all others depart from the other end. Very technically solid player. He'll need to apply himself here. Still have all of 8 overs after this. Pushes it into the covers for 1. 77 for 5 after 12 overs. In desperate need of a partnership here are the Pearls. Nilansh Keswani. A few edges, but also a good clip over extra for 4. He will certainly hang around. Zohaib Zubair, the man of the moment. 2 wickets in his very first over. Let's see if he can run through this Pearls batting lineup. You do feel that if this pair departs, it might end quickly.
Well bowled, yeah.
He's bowling it so well. The length is perfect from Zohaib.
Yeah, I think they're doing a good job. Both these batters, they're trying to play late. Yes, you won't be getting boundaries by playing late, but at least the strike would be rotated. You will get singles and doubles. Just try to convert those ones into twos. Get that projected total, 128. Get it past that. I think 135 is where the Pearls should be eyeing on.
Yeah, that is at least a fighting total, if nothing else.
Wait on!
I would still like to see a slip fielder in place for Zohaib. He's bowling good areas and trying to challenge both edges of the bat.
I think for a leggy to get a slip for a left-hander, it's quite a bit of a doubtful, the captain will agree. But for Lovepreet, I would definitely recommend.
Oh, that's a drag down. Will be a wide. But you can see they're in such a defensive frame of mind right now. The Pearls, they didn't put that ball away.
Yeah, they're just trying to rotate the strike, not bothered about the boundaries. That must have slipped out of the hand while he was trying to bowl that slider.
And full credit to Ashwant Valthappa as well, the wicketkeeper on that dismissal of Zawar. Very difficult, those fine edges.
Waiting!
Oh, beautifully cut away behind point. That will run away for 4 as well. Wonderful placement by Nilansh.
Yeah, Nilansh knew it, what's coming. He was all prepared, all geared up for that. Googly going away from the left-hander. Cuts it beautifully, played it late, but into the gap. Beats the fielder, gets 4 runs. Beautiful batting this is from Nilansh Keswani.
And he's just timed that. No power, no brute strength at all. So it just shows that if you are willing to apply yourself, there are runs on offer on this deck under the floodlights.
Yeah.
And this is smart batting. You've hit a boundary, now just push the ones and twos.
Yeah, this is what you need to do. That's what the need of the hours. Bajwa at the other end is just occupying the crease. And Nilansh is getting runs. He's moved to 15 of just 9 deliveries, despite half of the team is back at the hut.
Yeah, Lovepreet can bat for time. He's a very patient batter. Likes to occupy the crease for long periods.
Well
Well,
bowled,
just
yeah.
as I say that, he's tried to smash it over extra cover.
Yeah, I think you need to have some patience. That's been the problem with our young bloods. They just try to hit one after the other. Someone need to play like Nilansh Keswani. Keswani, what he did is he's got a boundary in the over which is needed. That's what he's aiming at. At least get one boundary in the over and then keep rotating the strike. You already got a good number of runs.
Now, yaar!
Steady over from Zohaib comes to an end. 85 for 5. Well, taking a look at the Pearls batting scorecard there, will be quite disappointed. 3 top order batters getting off to a start, but not kicking on. 22 of 18 for Aryan, Ali Shan 16 of 11 as well. A lot of self-inflicted wounds. And then Zohaib Zubair getting back-to-back wickets, putting a lot of pressure on this Spurs batting lineup. They still have the likes of Farazuddin to come. Zohaib Zubair, the pick of the bowler so far, but an excellent job done by Ayan Afzal Khan as well. 1 of 7 in just 3 overs, Abid.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be taking credit away from Danish, the way he created that pressure up top. And Ayan equally supported him. I tell you what, he's got 1 over up sleeves, but I think he's the bowler who'll be bowling that 5th over.
Well, looks like it's time for the floating power play. Yes. So here you go. A positive move made here by the Pearls.
Yeah, soon they saw it's a floating power play. They bring in their ace bowler. Mohammad Zahid would be bowling that. A lot of pace. Expect a bounce as well.
Oh, absolutely. So let's see how Lovepreet and Nilansh deal with him. Cranking up the speedometer. He's tried to follow the batter, flicked hard towards that square leg region. Only going to be 1.
Yeah, just followed the batter there. Smart bowling. This is from Mohammad Zahid. I think if he just focus more in terms of containing runs rather than going for wickets, he's all the time is hungry for the wickets. You need to little bit adjust his line and length so that he can be producing more of a dot balls. He's naturally an in-swing bowler. So you don't find a lot of in-swing bowlers naturally.
Sliced away towards that deep third region. Excellent fielding by Syed Haider Shah. And they've only taken 1 run. That's brilliant stuff.
Yeah, he was committed there. Quick pick up and throw. Quick release. The basics are at best.
Very hard working player, Syed Haider Shah. He's been waiting patiently. Like you mentioned, had a brilliant 2022-2023 season in domestic cricket. Knocking on the door of national team selection. He hasn't not quite gotten through the door yet. But this is a massive opportunity. Oh, it's gone straight up. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, 1 shot too many, but he's gotten away with it. It beats the 3rd, and in fact, it might be 6.
Yeah, the umpire Razik would check about it, but I think that was purely the pace which has taken the ball almost carry towards the boundary line for a maximum, almost a maximum. We are just waiting for the confirmation, but that's what speed does to you. At times it works in your favor, but when it doesn't, it hurts you hard.
Yeah, you need that slice of luck when you're 87 for 5. Didn't know too much about that pull shot, to be quite honest. But he took a chance. And with his very short, straight boundaries, especially towards that 3rd long leg region. Now let's stay locked on that white ball. Where does it go? It is going all the way for 6.
Oh yes, it does. It does. I was just wondering why isn't Ayan helping the umpire? Yeah, given a 6. Now that's what. He just tried to get away. Just tried to hit the ball hard. That's what you need to do. If you're going for the shots, go for the full.
So a streaky maximum there for Lavi, as he's fondly known. Oh, brilliant Yorker length delivery. Nicely bowled by Mohammad Zahid.
Yeah, lovely delivery. That's what it was lacking in his first over. He was just wondering why he was not able to execute those Yorkers. Now, this is that maximum. Is gone. Yeah, not in great control. But that swing, hard swing of the bat does the job here for Lovepreet Bajwa.
I think he's found the right length to bowl to him. Zahid, he needs to stick to that line. Goes for the short ball again. It's another top edge. And this time Ayan Afzal Khan takes the catch, but he stepped over the rope. It's another streaky 6 for the Pearls.
Oh, goodness me. Yeah, you can sense that this man has got this gentleman game at best. He knew it, he has touched the rope, and then he claims it, it's a 6. Thank you very much, Ayan.
Well, full marks for honesty there. That was a stunning catch, but just ran out of room.
I want to listen that words from Basil.
So he's joined Nilansh on 17. 2 sixes he didn't know much about. And must be frustrated here, Mohammad Zahid. Of course, all of these runs are in the power play overs, which can get you that 1 extra point. Slower delivery, hammered towards long on. 1 bounce over the rope for 4. Great hitting here from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. The counter punch is on. 100 up at the end of the 14th over. One more over of power play to go. The floating power play to be precise. Danish Qureshi. He bowled quite well in the power play. Picked up that early wicket. But this has been a really good rear guard action from the Pearls. At 65 for 5, this game could have gone either way. But a very valuable partnership being established here between Nilansh Keswani and Lovepreet. Squeezed out to short third. Good fielding by Zahid. This is a very slippery kind of outfield. The ball can get away from you.
Yeah, also I think Zahid needs a little bit of a backup. As he's got given a lot of runs in that power play in the last over. His body language should not drop down. The captain should be standing by and talking to him. It's all right. You have given a lot of runs, but those were not the convincing shots. There was opportunity that every time that the ball went in the air.
And because of that one expensive over, now they can really realistically think about 145, 150. And we saw 166 in the previous game. Was not easy to chase down. Ansh Tandon had to produce a magical knock. Was smashed down the ground by Lovepreet. 1 bounce, 4 runs.
Yeah, lovely, lovely shot that is. He was in control all this time. The ball was pitched half volley. He shuffled across the line and just hits that one over the covers so beautifully, so much in control. 1 bounce, almost carried for the half a dozen.
They've really taken full toll in the power play. But they need to just be careful. You're batting well, you're striking the ball clean. Don't throw it away. Make it count. 25 of 11 now for Bajwa. Oh, he tried to cut that away over point on the move. Risky shot.
He didn't have to come down the ground. I believe that he advanced down and made a mess for himself.
Yeah, if he had stayed in his crease, he could have easily uppercutted over point. So Danish mixing it up. He's not bowling his natural length. And that's advantage for the batters. He's bowling way short. He likes to pitch the ball up, make it swing. So you've made him react.
He's unplayable with the new ball in hand. But this, that second spell, which is a bit challenge for Danish Qureshi. But he's done well so far. Given 5 in 3 deliveries. If he picks up a wicket.
Bowled him through the gate. And just as we were mentioning, they need to keep their calm. They need to keep their cool. A loose shot by Lovepreet. And his leg stump has been rocked.
Well, you can't be playing across the line against someone who can swing the ball both ways. He kept bowling those out swingers. Lovepreet enjoyed hitting him for the boundary, but was not prepared for this one. Top of the bails. Leg stump is being uprooted. What a big wicket it is. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa scored 25 of 13. 108 for 6.
So it's the young UAE all-rounder, Mohammad Farazuddin, coming in at number 8. That's much too low in the batting order. But it just gives them that cushion. He is certainly a very capable batter. And they still have all of 5 overs to go after this, Abid.
Yeah, I think they can still go for that 140 mark at least if they bat the entire 20 decently. Let's not lose any more wickets. Faraz can give you that heavy lifting, can play the cameo role. We have seen those quick 30s being scored by so many batters coming late down the order.
Oh, absolutely. We've already seen one sparkling cameo earlier in the day from Ansh Tandon that took the game away from the Braves. But this was a very poor shot, it has to be said.
Yeah, top of the bales. Lovely, lovely delivery. Beautiful scenes here at the ICC Academy. It always pleases me when a fast bowler rocks the stumps out and also gets that perfect place of that length. You need to calculate where you need to pitch the ball in exact bounce where it will hit top of the bales.
Final delivery of the floating power play. Cramped for room. And a quick single taken. That's what you can expect from this pair. 110 for 6. 5 overs to go. A very intriguing 5 overs coming up. And we'll have Faizan Khan and Mohammad Rashid taking you through.
Thank you, Ahmed and Abid. 15 overs done, 110 for the loss of 6. It's a good effort from Marvels, picking up wickets at regular intervals. But I think this is a good total in 15 overs.
And a good move, bringing Ayan Afzal Khan back. And he goes big. Nilansh Keswani, has he hit it? Oh, straight to hand. Ayan comes. Ayan picks up a wicket. That's another wicket for him in the 4th over. He's given away just 7 runs and now picked up 2 wickets.
That's a poor shot selection from Nilansh Keswani. He was looking good out there, 19 or 15. Rush of blood probably trying to go big towards the onside, shorter part of the ground. Well, a good catch taken by Saghir. Very comfortable underneath that. Another one bites the dust. 7th wicket down, 110 on the board after 15.1. New man in Ali Anwar, the left-hander being replaced by a left-hander. Played a good knock last night, got 19 of 9, provided that impetus towards the end of the innings, and probably that is what is required, but he'll have to play a different sort of role today. He's still got 4.5 overs to go, and with Ayan bowling the way he is, he'll just have to be very careful in front of him.
Absolutely. And I don't think this is going to be his last over. I think he's going to be the super bowler as well. Well, the captain might think otherwise, but I think the way he's bowling, he should bowl 2 on a trot.
Yeah, he's been superb, hasn't he? Just 7 runs in 3.2. What more do you need? But just because he's a spinner, that might be playing in the mind of Basil Hamid. It's another good delivery right in the block hole, not allowing Ali Anwar to get underneath that. He's off the mark with that single. But what an effort this has been. Nelson on the board now after 15.3.
Yeah, 2 wickets in quick time. At that point of time, things were looking good for Pearls. But they have come back strongly again. And that is what champion sides do. Marvels have been marvellous in this game.
Oh yeah, certainly. I think the trigger was the wicket of Alishan Sharafu. That was where I think they opened the doors, they gave them a sniff, and Marvels, well, they've made sure that they take that opportunity with both the hands and the ball. They've taken some good catches.
Yeah, and the bowler has been their Captain America. He's been brilliant for the Marvels. Nicely played for a single. Another very, very good over coming in from Ayan. What I like about him is he keeps the batter on his toes all the time. Mixes it up, keeps the batter thinking, and doesn't let him settle down.
Yeah, that's what you need from your spinners, to make sure that you don't allow the battle to settle down in front of you, like you said. You have to be thinking all the time, create that doubt. Oh, it's a no ball, can you believe it? Ayan Afzal Khan has bowled a no ball. That's very unlike him. You just have to wait and see if it is the front foot.
Which one of us did put an evil eye on him now?
It's probably you.
Yeah, I've been praising him too much. Captain America with a no ball here. Look at that again. Clearly over. That's a crime for a spinner.
Yeah, nothing behind that popping crease. So a chance here. Opportunity for Farazuddin to go big and get a maximum or a boundary in this delivery.
Flat delivery. And Faraz just could not get under it. Reached him quickly. And he was late on the shot. Another single. And this is the end of the over, is it? No, still a ball to go.
Yeah, another good over, even though he's bowled a no ball and a free hit. Hasn't been taken for runs. 4 runs coming off this over so far. 5, actually. One more delivery to go. And it's Ali Anwar on strike. Or tries to go big. Has he connected? Oh, no, he hasn't. Another catch for Saghir. That is a brilliant bowling effort by young Ayan Afzal Khan. Look at how pumped up he is. He's picked up his 3rd wicket. And the 8th wicket down for the Pearls on 115.
Look at that again. The shot was on. He just could not get under the ball enough. Got the elevation, didn't get the distance. Comfortable catch on the boundary again. And they are making it easy for themselves. The Marvels here. Brilliant bowling from Ayan Afzal Khan, getting Ali Anwar out. 2 wickets in this over. 16 gone, 115 for 8.
It's going to be Zuhaib Zubair to continue.
No, I don't know what
He's been brought back into the attack. Bowled a decent spell, the first one. And now he'll be up against young Farazuddin and Aditya Shetty, who's just walked to the middle after that wicket of Ali Anwar. That's a good delivery, but played very sensibly down the ground by Farazuddin to pick up a single.
It's good captaincy as well by the Marvels here. Continuing with the spin in the slog overs. They know that the batters would think it's easier to hit a spinner. Look at that. That was the last wicket. Not a very convincing shot from Ali Anwar. And that was mighty close. That left foot was mighty close to the ropes there. Either it's great awareness or a great lack of awareness coming in from Saghir. Nicely played straight to the field. A lot of power in that shot. Very good over again. 2 back-to-back good overs coming in for the Marvels here.
Yeah, I think this is good bowling from Zoeb. Not afraid to pitch it up to the right-hander who's new to the crease, Aditya Shetty, enticing him to go for that big shot. And they would want to pick up wickets here. Oh, is it a catch? If it is, it's a wonderful effort. What a catch that is. Beautifully done by Zohaib Zubair.
Wow, that's amazing. That's great work. And great awareness again from the Marvels. They've got the man. It was a brilliant delivery, mind you. Look at this one kick from the surface. Got the handle of the bat and a good diving take as well. Brilliant work. Zohaib Zubair. He's picked up his third as well. And they are in danger of falling short of their full quota of 20 overs here. 116 for 9. Rohit Khan Bangash, the new and the last batter coming out to bat here for the Pearl side. And Zohaib Zubair, he has a slip in place and nicely done. Nicely bowled, flighted up to him. Rohit survives.
He picks up a single, gets off the mark straight away. Played that very tentatively, just away from the body and placed it in the gap to get a single. Now it's up to, well, let's have a look at that catch once again. What an effort. Came off the handle of the bat. And a good catch taken there by Zohaib Zubair.
Handled with care as well from the handle. Nicely done. Oh, good idea there from Farazuddin to actually cut it away behind point. But that kick from the wicket that we've seen innumerable times throughout the day is helping the wrist bowlers more.
Especially Zohaib Zubair, who's got that quick action. He's got that pace in his deliveries, which helps him to get that kick even better. Last delivery, he would want to pick up a single. And that's a quick single taken. Faraz brings out the dive, but what an effort in the field there. Can't stop the single from being taken. 17 done, 118 for the loss of 9.
So there you go. The super bowler. And there's no doubt about the fact that he's already the super bowler in this match. 4 overs, 3 wickets, 12 runs. And he's bowling his 5th as well now. Ayan Afzal Khan. Nicely bowled. What would someone like Faraz do now? Because he can bat a bit. But he has no partners remaining on the other end. And Rohit cannot bat for his life.
Well, I think Farazuddin just needs to make sure he keeps the strike. Can't afford to take a single. Well, I was just saying that, but he's taking a single there.
He made sure that he doesn't listen to what you say.
Well, an opportunity for Ayan to pick up his 4th wicket now.
Yeah, certainly. It would be very difficult. He thought about it. He thought twice about it, in fact, and then just went for it. Oh, nicely played. Oh, nicely played by Rohit. Loud appeal coming in, but I think he's home. Comfortably home.
That was, I think the ball didn't hit the stumps. It was his body there, Ashant Waltapa. But still being referred upstairs. They don't want to take a chance.
Yeah, I think it hit his body and then the stumps. And that is what made him go into the crease, reach into the crease, Rohit. The idea was right from Rohit. At least he was trying to defend that ball. Look at that again. Oh, bat is in the air and it's grounded now. Yeah, that's not going to be out. Yeah, you were right. Perfect, Rashid. The ball hit the gloves, but I think the ball was in touch with the hand when his hand hit the stumps. Did I explain that correctly? I think I did.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out if
very
it's the
slowly,
ball.
but I did.
I think it's the ball that has hit the stumps. It's a direct hit. But whatever the case, he had made his ground. The bat was in the crease. So that little scare hasn't affected Rohit Bangash. Still out there.
I think I need to get my eyes checked as well now. Nonetheless, fourth ball of the over. The super bowler, Ayan Afzal Khan. Nicely played. Well done, Rohit Bangash. He's surviving. And that's what's important.
Yeah, they've got 2 more overs to go after this. So they need to make sure they play the full quota of 20 overs.
Very well done again. He's not giving it away easily. That's good batting from Rohit Bangash.
I'll talk about this spell from Ayan. 5 overs, just 4.5, 13 for 3. What an effort this has been. Rohit wants to go for that single. But Farazuddin rightly denies that. Just 1 run coming that over. What a spell. Brilliant spell by young Ayan Afzal Khan. 13 runs and 3 wickets. 18 overs done, 119 for the loss of 9. Well, this is a good move coming in from Marvels. Basil Hamid relying on his spinners. Even towards the end of the innings, this is the penultimate over. And it's going to be Zohaib Zubair to bowl this one. Has been played in the gap. They will pick up a couple of runs, so this is very good batting. These are important runs for the Pearls.
Yeah, these are bonus runs. And I think, Pearls have a very good bowling unit as well. They have got Aditya Shetty, who bowled really, really brilliantly yesterday. So they have got the wares to defend this. Farazuddin himself is a very good spinner. They need to get the bonus runs. Look at that shot. It's not timed. It's not timed. Straight to hand. That's anti-climax for Farazuddin. But there was only one way that he could have gotten more runs, and this was it. Zohaib Zubair picks up his 4th. And it's 121 all out now.
Well, what an effort this has been from the spinners of Marvel. That was in the slot, and Faraz trying to go big, doesn't get the connection. Easy catch taken by Danish Qureshi on the boundary rope. And they're all out for 121 runs. This has been a fabulous, fabulous performance by the Marvels. And it's been the spinners who have done most of the damage. 7 wickets going to Ayan Afzal Khan and Zohaib Zubair. Mohammad Farazuddin, the last batter to be dismissed. 121 runs on the board.
Well, look at that batting card. They started well, Khalid and Aryansh. Both of them on 22. Ali Shan came and played a few big shots, and then the gate opened after that. Shakur not. Lovepreet was playing well, but he gave his wicket away. 25 of 13. Well bowled by Danish there. Zawar Farid couldn't get going. Out for a duck on the very first ball. Nilansh Keswani, there was a good little partnership between Lovepreet Bajwa and Nilansh at that moment. And at that point, we thought that 150 was gettable for the Pearls, but it was never good enough. With 6 extras, that's in fact very good disciplined bowling coming in from the Marvels as well. 18.2 overs, 121 all out.
Yeah, some very good bowling by the Marvels. We were talking about how good they have been. 2 wickets for Danish, and the rest of the 8 wickets going to the spinners. Ayan Afzal Khan, he was the pick of the bowlers. 5 overs for him, 13 runs and 3 wickets. Talk about Zohaib, 3.2 for him, 17 and 4 wickets. Basil Hamid chipping in with 1 wicket as well. This has been a very good performance in the first half by the Marvels. They need to come out and chase those 121 runs to make sure that they get those points on the table.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the highlights of this first innings of the second game today. They started well. Khalid Shah with some blistering hits. And Aryansh as well played some very, very good shots. Look at that one. Beautiful shot. He played it down the ground, through the mid-wicket, and Khalid came down. And this is where things started to change. They lost their first wicket, Aryansh. And then there was a brief little period where Ali Shan did this, where he hit a 6 and a 4 in the same over. and then lost his wicket to Ayan Afzal Khan.
Yeah, I think that is where that batting unit really opened up. Abdul Shakur couldn't make much of a difference, and the spinners, well, I think they bowled really well. Zohaib Zubair and Ayan Afzal in particular, they were superb. They made sure that they kept chipping in with wickets, and they bowled some beautiful deliveries to get rid of the batters.
Yeah, they got some lucky shots as well, but this was a very good partnership. This was a partnership that brought them back into the game again. But once Lovepreet Bajwa, oh, what a shot from him. This one was brilliant. Once he lost his wicket, everything changed. They were going good. The partnership was looking threatening as well. Shots all around the ground. And then this happened. And it all went down the hill after that.
Yeah, some very good bowling and some good captaincy by Basil Hamid, making sure he persists with these spinners towards the end of the innings, and they produced the results that were required. That was a very good catch by Saghir. Very aware of the situation of the boundary rope, taking it right inside, and that was the last wicket. That is where the Pearls could only manage 121 runs.
Yeah, so the target is 122 when the Pearls, the Marvels rather, come out to bat again. We are going to go into a break and be right back. Stay tuned.
Deep square.
Very poor batting performance, even though the openers got off to a start. And the likes of Lovepreet Singh Bajwa and others were playing well. So the Marvels with a big opportunity to bounce back in the tournament. I am Ahmed Khwaja. Alongside me in the com box for the run chase is the one and only Abid Ibrahim.
Yeah, thank you very much, AZ. It will be a trusting game to watch. Mayank Chaudhary would like to come back into the form. After that first ball of the tournament, he's given his wicket away. And now he'll be up against the best Rohit Bangash. He need to tackle. He was up against Wasim Akram. Similar kind of a bowler. He's given that catch towards the short square leg. Just hoping that does not continue here. And he gets some runs for his team. Mayank Chaudhary's willow. Haven't spoken a lot of time it's been. And he haven't scored big runs. Big runs, what I'm talking about is when you put in a difficult situations. Now 120, we're talking about to chase 122 is the target. But in this wicket, it's equals to 150, 160. Well, that if you contribute around 40 would do. First ball.
Oh, glanced away, and there you go. One match, you get a golden duck. Next one, you get a leg glance for 4 runs. Easy pickings. And Mayank Chaudhary will breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, it was just not a convincing shot there. He just went with the flow. He's got that ball nipped back in, and he just tried to heave it. Not proper timing on it, but he got some part of willow, and I got a runs to his name. He needs these kind of luck to favor him.
Slip and play still for Rohit. And trying to flash that hard. That's a shot played with very poor discipline. You don't need to force the pace. If you just bat the 20 overs, you'll get the victory. Take your time at the crease. Maximize the opportunity.
This is very important part that you need to spend some time at the wicket. Then only you'll understand how it plays.
Hint of swing there for Rohit. Let's see if he can get it right. He's just been off the boil for the last few months. But he is an outstanding left-arm seamer. Bowls at high pace. Gets it to swing. And that's a better delivery. They've taken the slip out. But now he's found the right areas.
Yeah, the fast bowlers are all about their rhythm. The more they are in the rhythm, the more pace they will get. And the more control they'll have over the ball. So that's what is important. Rohit Bangash is kind of a bowler whose run-up is so quick and really it gets him and the entire team into the different kind of energy altogether.
Yeah, he gallops in at the crease, doesn't he? Quick arm action. Look at that full-blooded sprint. Oh, and brilliant delivery. Great areas. And Mayank did well just to keep it out.
Yeah, he's also got a very good, very decent follow-up. The way he run up, he delivers and he gets going closer to the batsman. And with the flow, with all the accuracy when he bowls. Look at that, as you mentioned, quick arm action. Lovely action he's got. And a brilliant control as well. He's a complete bowler. Keep an eye on him. He has a bright future.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure a lot of the ILT20 franchises will keep a close look. This time turned towards that square leg for an easy single. So Mayank, that's the right thing to do. You got your early boundary. Just look to push the ones and twos. Build an innings alongside Ashwant Valthappa.
I don't remember. I can't recollect when was the last time I saw Abdul Shakur fielding.
Yeah, it must have been quite a while back. Regular keeper for whichever team he plays for. But Aryan Sharma is certainly the number one in the UAE in terms of glove men these days. So, of course, he will get that privilege. Ashwant, another talented batter, tall, lanky left-hander. He's been in and around the UAE national team. Just needs to get that breakthrough performance. Nicely bowled and nicely played off the back foot. First over gone by, 5 for none. So it's going to be the experienced Zawar Farid, UAE national team all-rounder, sharing the new ball. Not express pace, but he can get that ball to swing. And of course he has that tall, lanky figure rather, can generate some extra bounce. Just cutting in towards Mayank Chaudhary, nicely bowled. He is coming off a player of the match performance, but unfortunately went for a golden duck tonight.
What I'd reckon is instead of using Zawar up top, you can use the option of Nilansh Kiswani with a left arm spin. These both teams, I mean, obviously Marvel's got Mohammad Zahid, but they don't want to use him with a new ball. I would agree with Basil Hamid on that point, but if you need another good fine bowler with a new ball at the other end, Nilansh is your option. Flicked on the onside, dropped this one. It was a similar dismissal of Mayank Chaudhary in the previous game. This time, the chance goes begging. Abdul Shakur has put that one down.
Well, he's examining his willow, but that was a very poor shot, Mayank. You didn't learn from your mistake in the previous game. Abdul Shakur Sher, well, that's why we don't see him in the field, do we? That's why we see him with the wicket-keeping gloves. Simple catch put down.
Yeah, these wicket keepers even don't practice without the gloves. He's all of a sudden he's been sent. I think there's some problem with his bat.
Yeah, I think perhaps may have cracked it open. That would be quite costly. Riaz Khalik giving his opinion, even though he's a spinner.
You haven't seen him bat. He will get you those few sixes and four. He's a very smart cricketer. Now look at that drop catch. Yeah, Shakur, you give him a gloves, he'll take it 10 out of 10 times.
And he didn't even grab it initially there, Abid. It was just in the air. He couldn't blame his elbows hitting the turf either. Just popped in and out.
Hey, you don't practice. That's what you need to practice all the time. You go through the flow. The soon you get that ball in your hand. Yeah, good speed of Udish.
Youngster there, Udish Suri, getting out there quickly. Hopefully he gets an opportunity. What a dream it would be for just this 14, 15-year-old boy getting selected in an IL franchise. That would be something historic.
I tell you one, I mean, both these brothers got little talent, what it takes. Yeah, maybe they're little young, but I see the future is bright. Tanish Suri and Udish Suri.
So back to normal action. Once again, very watchful. He's just pulling that hard length, not trying to swing the ball too much, just keeping it tight.
Yeah, he's rolling his finger over that new ball, trying to bowl that cutters, the off cutters. I think with the new ball, you should try to get the swing rather than going for the cutters. That cutter can be handy towards the death overs, or probably you can use them in the middle overs. But make a use of that shine.
I think the main issue is that they don't have a lot of runs to defend, so he's not looking to take any risks. This time playing it with soft hands towards that fine leg region. If they had something like 152 or 142, perhaps Zawar would pitch the ball up, try to make it swing. But he's just looking to keep it tight, build that pressure. And Ashwant and Mayank are not exactly hard-hitting batters. They like to bat the overs.
Yeah, especially Ashwant, the first thing would be going through his mind is to get off the mark. He haven't got off the mark so far. And even Mayank Chaudhary, the way he got off the mark, not a convincing way. He got a boundary on the very first delivery. Since then, it's been a drop catch and a single only to his account. So he's been, struggling to get the runs. You put both the batters together with Mayank, who is slightly out of form, and Ashwant Walthappa is trying to put his mark on the game.
Pulled away. There is a deep square in place, so he will safely get off the mark. A good approach. He saw that Zawar is not bowling full tilt, so he's just trying to create his own length there, moving down the pitch.
Rather, I would back Basil Hamid himself to come to open.
He can certainly do that. Very technically correct player. Can bat anywhere from 1 to 6. Stylish. Very compact. And it's an important tournament for him. He'd like to Show the ILT20 franchises what he exactly he's capable of. Down the leg side again. Extras is something you cannot afford to gift defending 122.
Yeah, certainly gifting it away. Zawar has been bowling so well so far, haven't given many runs, contained, but he's trying to bowl that quick delivery. Got it wrong. You need to first understand how much you have in the tank and then experiment one. He's been experimenting all this time and looking for a wicket.
Once again, just bowling a bit too straight. And this will frustrate the Marvels, the Pearls bowling rather. Just sliding down the leg. If you start with that line outside off, maybe in that fifth stump channel, that would be a good delivery.
Yeah, I tell you what, if he's really trying to nip back to the right-hander, I wouldn't mind him coming round the wicket for the right-hander and just try to trap the batter in front. Pitch it full. Give it a try.
Hard cut and beats the cover point fielder. Beautiful shot there from Mayank Chaudhary. Picks up a much needed boundary. So a good over is spoilt with that 4 runs. 12 for none. So striving for a breakthrough here through Mohammad Rohit Khan. Nicely ball there. Nicely played by Ashwant. Technically solid player. I do feel they're lacking a bit of punch in the top order here, Abid.
Yeah, Mayank got a drop in the previous over. And this is where you just loosen it up a little bit. In that final delivery of Zawar bowling 2 wides down the leg side and then one trying to just get over his over. Offered a width and got hit away for a boundary. So this is where your things don't go right. You need to react immediately.
Oh, absolutely. That is the name of the game in T20. Oh, beautiful channel. Mohammad Rohit, that's the length. That's what you need to do. And you can see Nilansh is excited about it.
Yeah, that ball just whispered outside edge. Look at that. Perfect. That seamed away. What a lovely delivery.
Yeah, just very late on it. And like you mentioned, hint of movement. You will get something from the surface if you hit the seam. We've seen that time and again. It's not a pure flat deck where you can just stride down the ground and play on the up through the line. You have to respect the good deliveries. You have to work hard for your runs.
Yeah, the dry wickets will give it you some.
Edged, and there's nobody in the slip cordon. No chance for the deep third as well. Pace on, and it will travel.
Yeah, just the previous delivery was quite evident that Rohit needed that slip fielder. And captain is still wondering what there should be a gully there. At least the way Rohit Bangash is bowling. Lovely, lovely bowling this is. He's got outside edged. Not a convincing way to get his first boundary. Ashwant well tapa, but he needs a little bit of a favour from the fortunes.
Well, you've got him driving on the front foot. Can he deliver that short ball? Get him in a bad position. What must be going through his mind? Well, he's tried it and he's cracked it off the back foot. Brilliant fielding by Aditya Shetty at cover point.
Yeah, Aditya Shetty reminds me of that delivery that where he got Fahad Nawaz. Look at that punch from the back foot.
Oh.
And that's wonderful stuff. That is remarkable fielding from Aditya Shetty. He is your star boy. I tell you, UAE has got a bright future.
Fantastic effort there. Full-fledged dive to his right. Just stuck his hand out. saved a certain 4 runs. So that's what they need to do. Work hard in the field. Oh, brilliant bowling again. Well, he must be getting frustrated now, Rohit.
Yeah, the battle is between the keeper and the bowler now. Ashwant is not visible at all there. Look at that. Now this one moved slightly into the left-hander. He was late on that shot. Ashwant not sure to play on the front foot or onto the back foot.
Such a great over here from Rohit. With the way he's bowling, I'll be tempted to give him 3 on the trot, maybe even 4 on the trot.
I'll give 5.
The super bowler. Late on that one again, bottom edge towards third. But in the end, only 5 runs off it. Good battle going on here between the Marvels openers and the Pearls fast bowling unit. 18 for none. So Zawar Farid will continue. Steady first over. A few extras given. Oh, beats the outside edge again. Well, you have to feel for Ashwant. He's having a torrid time out there.
I think perfect field placement there. Zawar would be very effective against the left-hander. But when it comes to the right-hander, he'll struggle there. Look at that now. He's moving it away from the left-hander. That's why you see the captain himself standing at the gully region. He wants wicket here. And while Thappa's wicket would give a little bit of relief to see the back of the left-hander, which is troubling at the moment to the bowler and the fielder.
Cracked away, but straight to the cover point fielder. He's just getting tied down here, 6 of 10. And now he's bowling that length you were asking for in the first over, Abid. Now he's looking to pitch the ball up, bring that outside edge into play.
Well, he's fine with the left-hander on strike, but the problem is when it comes to right-hander. We saw him struggling in the last few deliveries of his over, where he was bowling down the leg side. Even on the offside, he was offering a lot of width. So I was mentioning this game is about all quick reactions. So Alishan need to understand that one thing goes wrong, there won't be a lot of runs in the bank.
Quick single taken there. So that's one thing you can do. Rotate the strike. Don't eat up too many deliveries. Don't let the batters set you up. And this was good communication. Mayank, no hesitation at all.
This is where you get in trouble when the right-hander comes on a strike. Now Mayank is riding high on the confidence because he has hit him for 4 in the last delivery that Zawar bowled against Mayank. And that was quite a bit of evidence, a very good shot.
Yeah, he is very strong on the square cut. And he's already been given a life. Meanwhile, just some activity towards the side screen. Sometimes people forget in excitement that a very serious match is going on. Plenty of high stakes.
I think there was fielder who was talking during the run-up. That's what disturbed Mayank there. He was pointing out at it. It was maybe Abdul Shakur.
Well bowled within the stumps, not offering any width. That is the channel you mentioned, that he needs to bowl to the right-handers.
Now you can't be bowling all over the place. You need to pick up your line and length, and especially that line is better if you miss an eye hit.
Oh, absolutely. It's not been a bad over at all, to be quite honest. Only 1 run off it. So it's been a sedate start at best for the Marvels. They're not pursuing a big target, but they'd still like to be a bit more positive. No single on offer there. This is good bowling.
Yeah, he's containing runs, but not creating that chance against the right-hander. I mean, you can't be stopping the opponents from scoring 122 if you don't pick up wickets.
Oh, absolutely. Very difficult to do that, especially with the entire batting lineup to come. But so far, they're still plugging away, trying to make something happen. There was a catch that was put down, to be fair. Tidy over from Zawar. 19 for none after 4. So Rohit will indeed bowl his third on the trot. Resumes his battle with Ashwant and trying to drive on the up there. There is a bit of an appeal, but he's certainly not enjoying this left arm over the wicket angle.
I think Ashwin need to understand that the only way to play Rohit is late and on a back foot. Rather, he's trying, whenever he tried, every time he tried to play onto the front foot, he's been beaten with the pace or with the bounce.
Just drop and run. That would perhaps be the more sensible approach. Trying too many shots. Edged and just past the keeper. Oh, Aryansh, it was a brilliant effort, but I think he was slightly off the wrong foot there.
Look at that, 100% for the marks. That's flying. Aryansh. Look at that speed, bounce, carry.
He just shifted to his right, then he took the jump. And that was that millimeters difference, Abid, between a catch and 4 runs. Very unlucky, Rohit. But even Ashwant Baltappa, well, he's living on the edge. And meanwhile, Aryansh, well, I hope he's all right. That was a great effort.
Yeah, he's pretty young boy there. He doesn't want to get off the field. Got hurt himself. You need to be careful with these star players of UAE. Yeah, domestic games are very important, but you need to be careful while not to pick up any injury.
Oh, absolutely. That would be disastrous. Seems to be okay. And safely shouldering arms to that one. Need to apply yourself here, Ashwant. Fair enough. The bowlers are bowling well. They're testing you. But you're still out there. That's what matters.
If that catch would have been taken, it would have been the catch of the tournament, if not maybe for the catch of the season.
Yeah, full-blooded leap to his left there from Aryansh.
We already saw one great catch taken today by Hamdan Tahir. That was a special catch.
Oh, absolutely. That was a brilliant grab indeed from the Braves wicketkeeper. 13 players that are to be signed from this tournament for the ILT20 2024. 11 UAE players have been retained, so a lot of opportunities. A lot of people are watching this tournament very, very closely indeed. It's your chance to impress. Good looking push through the covers. And Ashwant Baltappa has cracked it for 4.
As you mentioned, there's a lot at stakes. All you need to perform. Baltappa putting that one away. Piece the gap. Look at that. This is what you need to do. Get over the line of the ball and just hit it with the confidence. Perfect punch.
Yeah, that's where he wants it. So he can stand up tall and drive that ball. Nicely put away. Run a ball 15 so far. Rohit has been unlucky. And he can afford to do that now. Just take your time. See out the good deliveries. So he's tried, he's huffed and puffed here, Mohammad Rohit. Yet no reward. Who wants to be a fast bowler, Abid? Not me.
Definitely, it's all different feelings when you're bowling fast and you take those, uproot those sticks. That's where your reward comes for this all hard work.
Oh, certainly. That feeling is unmatched for sure. Still 1 over of power play to go after this. Gets up on his tippy toes. Nicely punched out to the cover point for a dot ball. 28 for none after 5. And to take you through to the next intriguing passage of play is going to be Faizan Khan and Mohammad Rashid.
Thank you, Abid and Ahmed Khwaja. 28 for no loss after 5. Very sedate start here for the Marvels. Remember, they're not chasing a very big target, so they're probably trying to keep wickets in hand. Faizan?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good start for them. Till the time you don't lose wickets, the opposition in frustration will try something or the other, and that's half the victory. So you don't need to lose your wicket in a small chase, and you need to make sure that you stay till the 20th over. And doesn't matter, a victory is a victory. It doesn't matter if you end it in 12 overs or the 20th.
And Alishan Sharfu is persisting with his faster bowlers. Zawar is bowling his 3rd over. Rohit, we saw, has already bowled his 3 overs. So no changes coming in. So he's not trying to pick that wicket.
Or maybe because the runs per over is under control, he's thinking that he can maybe get over with the faster bowlers as soon as possible, so that he can bring his spinners in the crunch situation of the game, and that can tighten up the screws. Because if he brings them now, these batters can play them out without much of a damage. So maybe that is the thinking behind it, but I'm thinking out loud, so I don't know.
Yeah, because I think 122 runs, you can't defend those runs. It has to be about wickets. And if they don't pick up wickets very soon, these two are settled out there, currently going at 5.4, required just over 6, so they don't have to do anything extraordinary. That's a quick run taken, chance, oh, direct hit. Has he dragged his bat in? Ashwant Walthappa has been referred upstairs.
I think he was trying to put it inside the crease rather than drag it in. And that might just be the difference here. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa thinks that he's out. Well, we'll have to wait and watch.
Well, these direct hits are always very, very close. And I thought on first impact, I didn't think he dragged his bat in. Let's have a look. Good throw coming in from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. And yeah, he's plonked his bat in. Oh, that is out. He's not dragged his bat in. I'm not sure if he grounded his bat.
I don't think he did. I do not think he did. And that's a schoolboy mistake from Ashwant Walthappa. Look at that again. There you go. The bat is in the air. It is in the air. It is still in the air. And he hasn't grounded it yet. I think that's going to be a goner here.
That's a very, very close call. I'm just trying to see if his bat or his foot is grounded when the ball hit the stumps. We'll leave it to the experts. The
I
TV
think
umpire.
a frame after this, Rashid, will tell a better story. Look at that again. It's in the air now. It's still in the air. See, there's gap between the ground and it's still in the air. Now he's grounded it. This is the frame that proves it to me.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Faizan. This is a very, very tight call. But that is a lazy effort from Ashwant Walthappa. And yes, that has been given out. That is a big, big wicket. They were looking to break this partnership, and that fielding effort from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa has done the trick. Ashwant Valtapa. He has nobody else but himself to blame. He was looking very, very good out there, but he'll have to walk back. 15 of 18 deliveries, 3 boundaries in that innings, 29 for the loss of 1.
Basil Hamid is the new batter coming out to bat. That was a very poor decision from Ashwant Valthapa not to drag his bat in. And a lucky wicket here. Basil Hamid comes and Basil Hamid goes big.
That was Mayank there, Faizan Khan. They were taking that single. And, well, what a good shot that was after that wicket.
Well, yeah, certainly. I stand corrected. That was Mayank, and it's a good shot from Mayank. Hit it through the line, through mid-wicket. Couple of bounces into the fence. 4 required to take the pressure off after that wicket.
Yeah, and I think now Mayank needs to take charge of this partnership. Basil is just new out there. So he'll have to make sure that he keeps those runs coming in, especially because this is the last over of the power play.
And look at that again. A swivel on his feet, up and over the fine leg, and it goes for another boundary. A very good finish to a very exciting over here. In fact, still 1 ball to go.
Yeah, nothing delivery there from Zawar on the hips there, down the leg side. Easy pickings for Mayank, who's just made sure that he places it in the gap for a boundary. 1 more delivery to go. They're on 37 now.
I'll still call it a good over. They've got 9 runs of it, although they've lost a wicket. 37 for 1 after 5.5. Target of 122. If they keep on going like this and don't lose too many wickets, they can easily get to 7.5 runs and over towards the late end of the innings. A dot ball to end the over. Finally, 6 overs gone, 37 for 1.
Right on cue. As soon as the power play overs are done, Alishan has gone to his ace spinner, Aditya Shetty. Picked up 3 wickets in the game last night. He was a super bowler for them as well. He's been brought in to pick up a few more wickets here. He'll be up against Basil Hamid, the captain of Marvels. Big responsibility on his shoulders. Not a big total to chase down, so he'll have ample amount of time to really get himself settled in and then go for the chase. He'll have to be careful against Aditya Shetty. He's got a brilliant googly.
I find it really inquisitive the way he comes and bowls that shadow delivery before the actual first delivery. Oh, down the leg side. Poor start to the over. The shadow delivery was much better.
Well, starts off with that googly. It's not in the right area, but that is where he'll create that doubt in Basil Hamid's mind. These two have played a lot of cricket together, so we'll be very content with that wide delivery down the leg side.
Well, that's nicely played down the ground for only a single this time around. Basil Hamid gets off strike. Mayank is going to take strike again. Now, the responsibility lies on his shoulders because Ashwant Valthapa was going decently well. And now Mayank, after those two boundaries, needs to take over, keep the scoreboard ticking.
Yeah, I think Marvels lost that wicket at the wrong time. Ashwant being the left-hander, he would have been the better choice in front of Aditya Shetty, who brings the ball into the left-hander.
Maybe that is what they were waiting for, actually. They wanted to see the back of the left-hander and bring in their ace weapon, Aditya Shetty. Brilliant performer. Bowls it slow through the air. That is what I like about him. Even the pace generated from the bat, the batter needs to put that in from his side.
Take nothing away from Aditya Shetty. He's as good against the left-handers as he is against the right-handers. So he would have probably been given this over, even though Ashwant was still out there, would have still been out there. But they're playing him very watchfully here.
And I think Mayank was playing for the googly here. Because he was waiting for the ball to come into him. He had already decided he's going to play it down towards the long on. It was short and wide. He could have played it, through the backward point. That is what good bowlers do. They put a question mark in your head. In the meanwhile, that's a short ball, slow ball, picked up beautifully by Basil Hamid and deposited out of the park.
Well, that was a wonderful shot. It was a googly, and Basil Hamid thread that really early, played it towards the shorter part of the ground, and hit it from the meat of the bat. Look at that. Beautifully done. The execution not right from Aditya Shetty, and he has to pay the price. That's a wonderful shot. I'll call for new balls, please.
I think they finally got the new balls. Or the ball, rather. Basil Hamid, what a good shot that was. Waited for that delivery, rocked onto the back foot, knew exactly what he was doing. There was a fielder there on square leg. He was a meek spectator. Nicely done. Good start to the innings for Basil. Positive.
Yeah, now pressure on Aditya Shetty. He's given away 9 in 4 deliveries. That's a wonderful delivery. That's a beautiful delivery. Enticing him to go to the front foot and then just beating him with that slowness in the air, dipping in front of him. And look at that turn as well.
Yeah, better line, better length this time around. Tossing it up as well. Nicely done. Also good awareness shown by Basil Hamid. Didn't drag his back foot out. It's looking decent for the Marvels here. 46 for 1, chasing 122. Still 9 wickets in hand. The captain looking good.
Yeah, they need to make sure they don't lose too many wickets here. They have to keep wickets intact. And I think this has turned out to be another good over for the Marvels. 9 runs coming off it. 7 done, 46 for the loss of 1.
Nilanj Keswani coming into bowl for the very first time in this game. So the spinners back-to-back operating now. And this was the phase of the game that we were looking forward to. Rashid and I, we were talking about the fact of air that their spinners would come in and they might create trouble for the batters of Marvels. Although Marvels, once again, have done marvellously well to keep Aditya Shetty at bay.
Yeah, I think that was the first good over for the Marvels against Aditya Shetty, making sure they don't let him settle down. And once again, straight away, as soon as Nilansh has come in, they've got that plan set in for each bowler. They're going to play down Nilansh Keswani, try to go against Aditya Shetty, because leg spinners usually give you that odd loose delivery, and you have to really take that opportunity against them and score runs and keep them just on their toes.
Also, someone like a Basil Hamid, I think it's a good option against Aditya Shetty, because you need to have experience to read that googly well. You need to read it from the hand rather than from the wicket, especially on wicket like this. It also depends on how well Nilansh Keswani bowls. He bowls some good lines, lengths, and he's a tall guy. Can produce that kick that we've seen all day throughout the day today on this surface.
Yeah, but at the moment, I think he's just slowing it down. Very unlike him. He's giving it that air loop. Look at that once again. Can get the ball to turn as well. That's some good bowling coming in from Nilansh.
Yeah, that's mature bowling, Rashid, isn't it? You know, you need to change your game plans as per the game.
Yeah, run about 75 required for Marvels. So it has to be about wickets, and they have to entice the batters, put that pressure in, let them go for those big shots. Quicker delivery in the air, away from the fielder, and that's running away towards the boundary. That is not going to ease the pressure, but rather put more pressure on Nilansh Keswani.
Yeah, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl it there. Flatter, shorter, and you don't have protection on the boundary there. Nicely played, falling just a little short of Aditya Shetty. And that's easy runs for Marvels once again.
4 very important runs. They've got 5 runs on 4 deliveries. They just need one more run here, and that'll do for the over, because they don't need more than 6 in over. That's a short delivery once again, played in the air, but this time Zawar Farid cleans it up. Poor running between the wickets. They only managed to pick up a single.
Yeah, so this is another good over. Any over with 6 or 7 runs is a good over, because the target is so small for the Marvels here. Another single, and I think they would be happy and content that they've got runs in the last 2 overs from the spinners.
Yeah, the spinner's not bowling up to what is required here. That's another good shot coming in from Mayank. Just making sure they play very sensibly here. They're calculating the number of runs required. That single will end the over. 8 done, 53 for the loss of 1.
Aditya Shetty to continue without a slip. I find that amusing, Rashid, because you need to pick up wickets to put some pressure here. And they're not trying for that.
Good running between the wickets. This is excellent running between the wickets. They've picked up a couple of runs. This is where they need to make sure that the running between the wickets is very good. They don't need boundaries here.
Yeah, that was good running between the wickets. Look at that call from Basil Hamid, right from the word go. And Mayank responded in time as well. Had that been a better throw, it would have been trouble for Mayank, who's looking good now, 24 of 23.
Yeah, he needs to stay in there. Once again, a full toss, but he's just played it down the ground, and that is all what is required of him. Take a single, get to the other end, keep rotating strike, keep those runs coming in.
And yeah, certainly they would get a bad ball or two to dispatch it out of the park, or maybe a boundary here and there. Can finish things off very quickly for the Marvels. They need wickets. They need to think about taking wickets and not putting pressure, bowling dot balls. Nicely bowled this.
Well, that's the exact reason why Faizan was asking for a slip in place, because he is turning the ball here, Aditya Shetty, and that puts that extra bit of pressure on the batter's mind if you have a slip in place. And like you said, they need wickets here. It's all about wickets at the moment for the Pearls.
And also Aditya Shetty has been all over the place in this spell. You know, he's bowled a full toss, he's bowled a long hop, he's bowled a googly that was misdirected, started off with a wide as well. So I think he needs to do this more. The last delivery, invite the batter to come down, drive him through the offside, and then maybe bowl that magical googly that he bowls from a similar length.
I think, yeah, you're absolutely right. He tried to do a lot of things a lot earlier than he should have. Needs to get settled down. That is the kind of deliveries he needs to bowl against Basil Hamid. Get him frustrated and put that pressure on the batters.
And also mix his length, mix his pace rather just a little bit more. So he's bowling it too slow through the air. It becomes predictable after a point of time.
Absolutely right. And these two have played a lot of cricket together. So I think Basil Hamid would just probably be content with those dot balls. He won't mind them. And he knows that Aditya Shetty has got that surprised googly coming in anytime soon. And he reads that well.
Look at that. Had to manufacture a shot and taken. Oh, brilliant catch from Zawar Farid. Jumping in the air. The timing was perfect. And they've picked up an unlikely wicket here. And that's because of the last two deliveries bowled in that same spot. Brilliant work, Aditya Shetty and Zawar Farid on the boundary.
That's a superb catch by Zawar Farid. Jumping in the air and taking it cleanly there. Well, Basil Hamid, that wasn't required of him. Let's have a look once again. Yeah, fetching it from way outside off stump. He plays that shot really well. But on that occasion, look at that effort. Superman effort coming in from Zawar Farid. Plucking it from thin air. And the captain walks back 12 of 11. That is a big wicket in the context of the game. 56 for 2. Rahul Chopra, the new man in. Basil Hamid. Well, that shot wasn't required there, Faizan. They don't have too many runs to chase down. They could have played down Aditya Shetty, played out rather, and still would have had things in control. They've got a slip in place now.
Yeah, Aditya Shetty continues. Googly, expected. Highly expected. Good finish to the over here. A successful over. 9 overs gone. Game on. 56 for 2.
Nilanj Keswani to continue. He's given away 7 runs. Now they've got that sniff. The Pearls, they would have to make the most of it. What an effort by Aditya Shetty in the field. Saving a few runs, and that is what is required. They need to be electric in the field.
Well, yeah, certainly. Electric performance from him in the field. We've seen him do that more than once today itself. So he's giving it his 100.
And now Mayank needs to stay there. He needs to play a long innings, play till the end. That's a wide delivery down the leg side.
I was about to say that, Rashid, that as good as Aditya Shetty is bowling from one end, Nilanj Keswani needs to bowl well to put that pressure from both ends. If he gives those kind of deliveries, easy runs, a runner ball is never going to be difficult.
Oh, absolutely. And I've been saying this over and over again. It is about wickets. They need to pick wickets. They need to get a slip in, get that the extra fielder inside the 30-yard and entice the batters to go for those big shots.
Better ball. Much better ball. inviting Rahul Chopra to drive him through the offside. Nicely played. Rahul Chopra is called the king of chases in the domestic circuit. One of our fellow commentators, I think, coined that term for him. Slog sweep. And there's a man. Well done. Eventually, Rohit Bangash.
Yeah, another single added to the total. Yeah, I think Rahul Chopra has got a very steady head on those two shoulders, which is the reason why he's been very successful in chasing down totals. So it's up to these two. They are teammates in the domestic circuit as well. So they have to make sure that they take this game as deep as possible and play some good shots.
Nicely bowled this. Quicker delivery. Mayank was a little too late on that shot. Feet going nowhere as well. So this is a decent over once again. Just 2 runs off it. 2 more balls to go. They need to put pressure from both ends now, Rashid.
Oh, absolutely. The spinners need to make sure they bowl in partnership. While the running between the wickets is what you will see from these two. That's excellent running between the wickets by Rahul Chopra and Mayank Chaudhary. As soon as Mayank hit that shot, he called out for 2 and Rahul Chopra, he responded positively to that call.
Wasn't a good bit of fielding though from long on. The fielder was lethargic coming in. I think it was, I don't know who it was, but he was lethargic, I can say that. Oh, nicely bowled. Wrap him on the pads. Not given out by the umpire. Neelansh started to celebrate. And I think it got a bit of bat there. The umpire says, what happened?
Yeah, it was very ambitious there from Neelansh Keswani. Let's have a look once again. Well, that hit his arm, I think. And he was ecstatic. He thought it was out. Meanwhile, end of over number 10, 61 for 2, and that'll call a change in the voices in the comp box. To take you through the next 5, it's going to be Abid Ibrahim and Ahmed Khwaja.
Thank you very much, Rashid and Faizan. 61 for 2. Exactly halfway through the run chase are the Marvels at the halfway stage. Mayank Chaudhary, it's been a hard-working 27 off 28. And Rahul Chopra, well, he's a go-getter. Have not seen a boundary in the last 3 overs. So something has got to give here, Abid.
Yeah, I like this pair. Rahul Chopra alongside Mayank Chaudhary. Both of them knows a lot about building partnership. And they have been into same sort of a situation a number of times. So they know things or two about chasing.
Well, Aditya Shetty, he has to be the man that makes something happen here for the Pearls. He certainly is capable. Hold a fabulous spell on day 1 of the ILT20 development tournament. Can he repeat those heroics? Can he make something happen? Big wrong one to start. And nicely watched by Rahul Chopra.
He's got a very difficult action, Aditya Shetty, but then he's very successful as well. Every time he's bowled out, picked up a wicket, he's a wicket taker for you. And especially in this wicket, he can be a lethal weapon.
Oh, absolutely. Once again, a hint of extra bounce. He started off with a couple of wrong ones. So perhaps working on a game plan here. I'd like to see a slip or maybe even a leg slip if he's going to bowl that.
Yeah, you just stole words out of my mouth. That's where if you just want to bowl those googlies, and a hint of extra bounce are as well there for Aditya Shetty.
Yeah, he does have a very high arm action, so he does get that overspin. And Rahul Chopra, he's a very mature player. Perfect for that middle order role in T20s. He likes to take his time when he's new at the crease, but when he's set, he can hit fast bowling and spin alike.
Yeah, he likes to chase. He's someone who enjoys the situation and makes his calculation. He's got his own calculation.
Oh, absolutely. Good areas from Aditya. I like the length he's bowling. Like you mentioned, Rahul Chopra, a second innings specialist. He has that rock solid temperament. And like you mentioned, his mind works like a computer. He's so good as a finisher. Oh, another big ripping googly. That one just skidded through.
Yeah, I think that wasn't a bad delivery at all. Keeping both of them quiet. At the moment, the problem is even singles are hurting Team Pearls because they don't have a lot of runs in the bank.
That's very true. It's just run-a-ball stuff required here for the Marvels. But Aditya trying to make something happen. Has one wicket to his name. And that's a steady over. 65 for 2. Nilansh Keswani into the attack and pummeled over extra cover. Sparkling footwork from Mayank Chaudhary.
He's hit that one with authority. He's placed that, pierced that, coming down the track, dancing, and getting that up and over. Beautiful shot. That ball has went like a bullet, disappeared.
Beautiful timing there from Mayank. This one, it's the arm ball. Well, Nilansh has certainly tinkered with his action since last I saw him. He's bringing the ball from way back, really stretching, trying to put that extra torque, trying to extract that extra spin. Let's see if it works for him. That's a better length. Great fielding, Alishan.
Yeah, I was almost there clapping for him. Great athleticism.
So Mayank looking to be positive here. He spent a long time at the crease now. Turn towards the mid-wicket. They're going to push for 2 here. Rahul Chopra is lightning quick between the wickets and no chance for Riaz Khalik. And in fact, they will get overthrows. And double overthrows. This could be a boundary. Yes, it is.
Yeah, your half of the work is cut down by these overthrows. Obviously, Keswani doesn't seem to be happy there. Yeah, that's what he's explaining. Aiming at the stumps. That's where you need to throw. You need to grab the ball and get into the position before throwing it out. The throw wasn't accurate. And Keswani also had to do a little bit better.
Frustration there for the men in dark blue. This game is running away from them. And you can sense that frustration in Nilansh. He's always a wholehearted competitor.
Yeah, I just don't want to see any man kid here, but I see Rahul is getting slightly ahead of crease.
It's called a run out now. Pushed. Oh, great fielding by Alishan once again. So a mixed bag of an over from Keswani. 73 for 2. Well, the optional floating power play has been taken. A positive move here from the Marvels. And that too, immediately when it's been available. So 2 overs of power play. I really like this innovation brought in. I hope to see it in the official ILT20 next season as well. I think it will add a lot to the game. And that super bowler, that's really clever as well. Rohit Khan into his final over. And Rahul Chopra looking for that typical pull shot off his hip. Couldn't connect.
First, you can't be predicting this will be Rohit Bangish's final over. Adding that new rule. And just shuffling across and trying to hit on the own side. Not a great of ideas. You need to keep an eye on the ball. Rohit can swing the ball anyway.
Still new at the crease is Rahul Chopra. 3 of 7. Looking for his first boundary. And at the same stage, well, the Pearls were in all sorts of trouble. 5 wickets down. Oh, bottom edge and goes past the fine leg. He tried that shot on the previous delivery. This time he's got it right.
Yeah, he was asking for that punishment. He was not bowling at the great of the line. It's easy for the batter, especially when you have fine leg up. You can't be bowling those looseness really at this stage as the game is slipping out of your hand.
Yeah, that ball, in fact, pitched outside leg. So Rahul Chopra just helping it where it wanted to go. So he's got his first boundary to his name. He is another name that should be watched very carefully during this tournament. This time hammered towards extra. Farazuddin will clean it up. Rock solid temperament, good technique, is a wicket keeper as well, Rahul Chopra. He would be a fantastic add-on for any IL squad.
Yeah, you got to have someone like Rahul Chopra, especially when you're chasing.
Oh, indeed. Analyzes and assesses the match situation so well. And a consistent big run scorer. Mayank doing the right thing now, just pushing the 1s and 2s. That's all he requires.
It's really important for you to get going. From here, I think for the team Pearls, it's very important to pick up a wicket. Otherwise, this game is not taking them anywhere.
Yeah, they got shot out for just 112 in the opening fixture of the ILT20 development tournament. Perhaps you can sense why they're taking their time here. Big appeal this time, but just perhaps pitching outside leg. Rahul Chopra trying to be quite adventurous there.
Yeah, the last time he tried that shot and he's got out. Clearly pitching outside leg. Rohit got a little excited. He's shadow practicing that parallel sweep.
Yeah, doing that to Mohammad Rohit is not easy at all.
Yeah, you're not facing a spinner there.
Yeah, he bowls at 135, 140 clicks at full tilt. You have to respect his pace and ability to swing the ball. Once again down the leg side, off the pad and runs away for 4. So a couple of boundaries in the first optional power play over. And the Marvels are on the move. 83 for 2. So just 39 runs away from victory. Still an over of power play to come. What does Ali Shan Sharfu do from here, Abid Ibrahim, to impact this game?
I think they've dragged the game a lot here. The opener should have scored more fluence in the first power play. The 6 overs should have been at least 50 runs or 45 perhaps.
Yeah, there was 61 for 2 at the 10 over mark. Zawar Farid has come in to bowl the second over of the power play. But you can see there's no urgency among the batters. They know they have the game in hand.
I don't see from Pearls as well any intent fight back. They need to really give it a hard time, at least if you were not able to pick up wickets. Bring that fifth fielder in, create the pressure.
Yeah, you have to make something happen for sure. Rahul Chopra looking well set at the crease. He's struck a couple of boundaries now. Mayank is hard to dismiss. And there's no real requirement for him to take any risks. Just finish the game. Cut away, but couldn't find the gap. He loves that shot, Rahul Chopra.
Yeah, he's offered him width, but the smartly bowled, took the pace off. Bowled a slow one outside off.
Got away with a poor delivery there.
At times, you see the loose deliveries get you wickets. The slower ones, if you would try to hit that hard, miss timing straight into the hands.
Oh, we've seen it plenty of times. Low full tosses being hit straight to the fielder. Well, the umpire thought about it. Well, Rahul Chopra can protest all he likes, but the umpire's decision is final. Borderline stuff. It was right on the edge of those tram lines. They're just a guide, of course. Yeah, it is within them. I think he's right, umpire Razik.
I think you need to see the position of the batter. If he shuffles across, there's also a measurements. We let that job for the umpires.
And Rahul Chopra does like to stand on middle and off. There you can see. He tries to just flip the ball around square leg towards that long leg region. He picks up a lot of runs. So you can understand why the umpire is not giving him that leeway.
Easy singles are being provided by Pearls. That word is coming into my mind. All they need is these singles. And both these batters has got the temperament to play the entire 20 as well. They will not throw their wickets away.
Almost certainly. It's hard to dislodge Rahul Chopra from the crease at the best of times. Slight adjustment being made here. The square leg goes out. Long on comes into the ring. So maybe the double bluff or maybe a short ball. Well, it was the short ball, but it was way too short and way too wide.
He rolled his finger over, was trying to bowl that leg cutter. Tennis ball bounce as well on that delivery. Yeah, even Mayank wanted to hit that one out.
And if you're trying to bowl that line and you pushed your square leg back, so you would have been uppercut over point for 4. So I'm not sure what the strategy was there from Zawar Farid. Just trying to make something happen.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to, create some chances.
Well, they've been few and far between. That drop catch has proved costly from Abdul Shakur. This time trying to make something happen. He got a bit of a reaction from the batter. Very lucky he didn't slice it straight to the keeper.
I just wonder what was that appeal for. I just watch here. He missed his hit, missed the top of the bails, and appeal there immediately. Aryansh, and the bowler joins him as well.
Yeah, that's a very delayed appeal to say the least. But it's been a decent over from Zawar. He's only conceded 3 runs. Mayank Chaudhary, 39 of 40. When Zawar has this problem of extras, he just keeps slipping it down the leg side.
Yeah, and now especially when he's bowling that final delivery, probably he gets tired or probably just couldn't focus more than the 5 deliveries probably.
Yeah, there's that attempted in-swinger he's trying to make go into the pads of the right-hander. Just hasn't been able to land it this evening. Slower delivery, nicely pushed out towards mid-wicket. They're going to look for 2 here and pick it up very, very easily. So all going according to the plan. 89 for 2. So it's going to be Ali Anwar, the all-rounder, coming on to bowl. Let's see if he can make something happen here. Cut away into the gap. Rahul Chopra, easy pickings, easily put away for 4. And that's a real loosener to start from Ali Anwar.
You're really not helping the cause here. The wrong footed, not a lot of pace of it. And just to open the face of the blade and giving it a direction is Rahul Chopra. Yeah, things are getting much easier here for Marvels.
That's the shot he's always looking for. That square cut, late cut. Has a great base, fast hands. And this time the pull in front of square on the leg side, but there is protection in the deep.
Yeah, you just can't be containing runs and preventing boundaries here. If you don't pick up wickets, you're losing it. Simple as that.
Yeah, the body language from the Pearls is not great. They look slightly deflated. The shoulders have slumped. Meanwhile, Mayank Chaudhary keeps having problem with his gear, whether it's the gloves or the bat.
Yeah, you can afford to do that when you're batting 40 plus. It's humid there.
That is very true. Even though we're into October now, temperature is still around the mid-30s in the afternoon. And even at night, it's uncomfortable. Maybe in the high 20s and with a lot of humidity around. So it's tough going for the players and the commentators.
I literally didn't like it. The way Mohammad Rashid opened the door of the Arcom box. It's boiling out.
Yeah, he was enjoying a sauna there. Trying to force that a bit too straight. So Ali Anwar, they waited till the 15th over to introduce him. So no more spin being used here.
I think that is where they missed out the plot. They should have tried more spinners rather than sticking around with these medium paces.
Yeah, none of them are express apart from Rohit. Just medium pace at best. So you were better off trying your spinners on the surface. This one a bit of a leg cutter. That's a late call from Shami maybe, but the right call, I guess.
And talking about the spinners, I think Riaz Khalik, yeah, that was really nothing delivery going away. He was trying to bowl that leg spin there. No pace. I think you should try Riaz Khalik, give him a game, or bring someone who can put the impact.
Hint of extra bounce there, nipped in, but much too high. So he is getting that ball to misbehave off the seam.
I think you need somebody who can be good as Aditya Shetty is.
Yeah, they needed somebody for sure. Maybe Alishan himself could come in and bowl a bit of fast medium. He has done that on occasion.
He did the other day as well on that penultimate over where Karthik Bayappan.
Oh, this has been swiveled and sent for 4. Beautiful shot to raise the 100 from Rahul Chopra.
He waited for that ball. Wasn't really a tough one. All he had to do is just place it to the perfection. On top of that, the fine leg was up. He knew it. He's done a wonderful job. This boy loves to chase, isn't he?
He uses the crease so well. That's what you always notice about his batting. His balance, his angles, all very precise. Then he can crack you over the top of point. Only for a single, couldn't find the gap. So only 21 runs away from victory. There's going to be another final change in the com box for tonight, as Mohammad Rashid and Faizan Khan will take you through to the end.
Farazuddin coming into ball here with 21 runs required of 30 balls and goes big. Rahul Chopra, and this has cleared the boundary very comfortably. Warm welcome to you, Rashid.
Oh, what a shot that one. Was in the slot, yes, but Rahul Chopra, that is what he's known for. He's got that ability to hit those big shots under pressure. And at the moment, all the pressure was on the Pearls and Farazuddin. First delivery in the slot, and that's gone out of the park for a maximum 107 runs on the board now. 15 more required.
Well, yeah, it's looking good for them. And it's going to be a comfortable victory as well if they get there eventually. 15.1, 15.2 overs now, giving some respect to that delivery. I'm surprised that Farazuddin is coming in bowling in this particular over. Nicely bowled. Got some grip from the surface and it went the other way. He's been brought a little late into the attack here, Rashid.
And I think full marks should be given to the think tank of Marvels. Picking that power play overs to perfection, where Alishan Sharafu was forced to bring in the fast bowlers when Aditya Shetty and Nilansh Keswani were bowling so well. So I think that is where the plans for Alishan Sharafu has been deterred with, and that is the reason why the bowling has been so unconventional or so many changes coming in. Well, that is a delivery down the leg side, and that'll be 4 wides.
Yeah, that's assistance from the bowler for the Marvels here. Not a very good bowling performance tonight from the Pearls. They were very good yesterday. Scored 151 and defended it comfortably as well. Very poor delivery.
Yeah, down the leg side and easy runs. 9 required of 26. With 8 wickets in hand, you would favour the batting unit to get there. Meanwhile, this is in the air and that's dropped. Can you believe it? Abdul Shakur has dropped the easiest of chances you would ever get.
Well, I'm quiet because I don't have words for that. I just cannot explain it. Look at that. A ram shot on a slow ball and Abdul Shakur has made a mess of it. That was poor from Shakur.
It's the second catch he's dropped in the day, so not a very good day for him.
Shaba Frazi.
Meanwhile, you feel for Faraz, he's created that chance, but that's gone begging. Dot ball to end the over. Another good one coming in for the Marvels. 113 for the loss of 2 after 16. Nilansh Keswani to continue. Starts off with a slow delivery. Rahul Chopra was too early on that shot, just adjusted at the last minute and placed it to the onside. He's probably giving strike to Mayank, who's batting on 41 or 45. Probably let him get to his half century. That'll be a milestone for him.
Yeah, the way it was played, it seemed like a slow motion replay. It came slowly to the batter, who played slowly towards mid wicket.
And they picked up a slow run.
Yeah, certainly. A quicker delivery. Back in live action now.
Yeah, the slow motions are out of the way. 8 required for Marvels to win this game. 9 for Mayank to get to his half century. Can he get to that feat? We'll have to wait and watch. But he's up against Nilansh Keswani. Very smart bowler, Nilansh. He'll probably entice him to go for that big shot. Does go for the big shot. Has he connected? I think he has. That's gone all the way. One-handed there from Mayank, and that's gone for a maximum.
Yeah, this was a very good shot. And with that, I think he's crossed his 50-run mark. No, he is on 47 or 47 now. This is a good knock, a calculated knock coming in from Mayank. Went for the shot. I think he was a little too far from the pitch of the ball and eventually had to go one-handed. Still got enough power and timing into that shot on 47 or 47.
Yeah, justifying his position here. He's played a very good knock. Sent up the order to open the innings. Didn't have a good outing in the first game. Was out on the very first delivery, but he's made very good use of this opportunity once again. Redeemed himself. 47 of 48.
And I think credit goes to Rahul Chopra on the other end as well. He's taking the pressure off Mayank. And this goes downtown once again. And once again, he's cleared it. No, he has not. Alishan Sharfu has taken a good catch. He's spoiled the party for Mayank. And that's wicket number 3 going down. Anti-climax here for the Marvels.
Well, that was a fabulous catch. That wicket belongs to Alishan Sharfu. Look at the way he timed his jump to perfection. Oh, that's a wonderful effort. Unfortunate there, Mayank. He's played a very good knock. 47 of 49, 6 boundaries and a maximum in that innings. 3rd wicket down on 120. 2 more required for the Marvels. Harshit Kaushik, the new man. 1 more delivery to go in the 17th over. Oh, short delivery. That's been picked and placed just in front of square. Rohit Bankaj does well. They pick up a single to end that over. 17 done. 121 for the loss of 3. 1 more run required for the Pearls. For the Marvels, rather. Of 18 deliveries.
Farazuddin to continue. 18 balls, 1 run required to win. Harshit Kaushik on strike, and Faraz is not happy with the field placement. Just 1 more run required, and he stops in his tracks. And he comes again. This is driven down towards the extra cover. Another dot ball.
अबे नहीं लगेगा.
Bowls it full, goes square, and picks up a victory here. Their first. Marvels would be marveling at the fact that they've gone past the Pearls, who were really good yesterday.
Yeah, that's a very, very good match for the Marvels. First with the ball and now with the bat as well. They win this game quite comfortably at the end with 7 wickets in hand. and a few overs to go as well. So this is a good performance, good comeback here by the Marvels.
Yeah, certainly. Rahul Chopra finished not out, 31 of 23, and Harshit Kaushik not out, 2 of 3. But it was the opening stand, I think, that took the attack to the opposition and made sure that they were going at around a run a ball, which was required right from the word go. I think they were 20 odd runs short here. Let's take a look at the scorecard. The batting card is going to come on your screen in just a bit. There you go. Mayank 47 or 49. Good little knock from him. Responsible knock from him. Ashwant Walthapa, he opened well. He was playing some good shots. And then that rookie mistake, that run out, didn't drag his bat in. Basil Hamid came out all guns blazing, but lasted just 11 deliveries. It was a very good catch by Zawar Farid, mind you. And Rahul eventually finished well, 31 of 23, along with Harshit 2 of 3. 15 extras. That's a lot of extras when you're defending just 121.
Something for the Pearls to really look at. The bowlers were all over the place. I think they didn't really make that impact that was required. They didn't pick up early wickets. That was what was the requirement in this low-scoring affair. Aditya Shetty and Nilanj Keswani, those are two bowlers who picked up a wicket each. Ashwant Walthapa was run out. I think the pick of the bowlers was Aditya Shetty once again, giving away 16, picking up a wicket in 3 overs.
So let's take a look at the highlights of the second innings of the second match today. It started in this fashion. A poor ball from Rohit, and then some good shots coming in from both the batters. Ashwant Walthapa was surviving dangerously up front. He was getting runs, and that is what was important. That was a cracker of a shot though. And then this happened. That was very poor. Look at that run out. Didn't drag his bat in, and he was found short.
Yeah, casual effort coming in from Ashwant Walthapa. Gave them that sniff, but I think after that wicket, they didn't capitalize, the Pearls, and just bowled a little too wayward for my liking. Even Aditya Shetty, he was trying a little too many things in his short spell. Some good shots coming in from the batters. Mayank was superb throughout the day, and he made sure that he stayed till the end. Very unfortunate, couldn't get to his half century. But when Rahul Chopra came to the middle, well, he was playing on a different track altogether. Played some wonderful shots throughout, all around the park, and made sure at the end got that total down in quick time.
Well, yeah, that was the last shot hit by Mayank. And after that, a very good catch coming in from Alishan Sharfu. It was all too late by this time, as the third wicket went down, and they win the game comfortably in the end by 7 wickets. This is the match summary. Pearls, I think they were at least 20 runs short there, Rashid. 121 was never good enough.
Absolutely. Courtesy some very good bowling by the spinners of the Marvels. Zohaib Zubair, 4 wickets for him. Ayan
Afzal Khan, 3 wickets for him. Well, I think he's tired here, Rashid. I'm going to fill in for you. Don't worry about that. Mayank 47 of 49, Rahul 31 of 23, and nothing much in the bowling side for the Pearls here. Aditya, 1 wicket for 16 runs. So that is how the match panned out. And I think the problem with them was 10 balls were still remaining. In those 10 balls, if they could have gotten 15, 16 runs more, things would have been, maybe, would have been different for the Pearls here. So eventually, Marvels winning by 7 wickets. All right, we're going to go into a break here, and right after the break, there's going to be the presentation ceremony. Ahmed Khwaja will be down there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 4 of the ILT20 development tournament. In the end, it was the ILT20 Pearls who managed victory quite easily over the Marvels. Pardon me, it was the Marvels who managed victory over the Pearls by 7 wickets to spare after it was the spin masterclass of a very young leggy who got 4 wickets to his name for just 17 runs. The player of the match performance, the award will be given by Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee, and it goes to Mohammad Zohaib Zubair. Aye. Fabulous performance from the young leggy, 4 for 17, and he set his team to victory to a target of just 122 that was made with 3 overs to spare. ज़ोहेब बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो, इतने बड़े पैमाने में इतने बड़े लेवल पे ऐसी परफॉर्मेंस देना काफ़ी आपका हौसला अफजाई हुई होगी।
जी सबसे पहले अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ और जी मुझे कप्तान ने और कोच ने बोला कि आप डॉट पे जाओगे तो इंशाल्लाह आपको विकेटें भी मिलेंगी और आप अच्छी बॉलिंग करेंगे, तो उनके बस उन पे प्लान पे मैं चला हूँ।
अच्छा, इस वेन्यू के बारे में देखा जाए तो ड्यू बहुत होती है आखिरी वाले मैच में, तो स्पिनर्स के लिए काफ़ी ट्रबल होती है, लेकिन आपका कंट्रोल बहुत अच्छा था। आपका गेम प्लान और माइंडसेट क्या था?
जी हमारा जो मेन सा जो प्लान था वो तो ये था कि बस हम डॉट पे जाएंगे तो इंशाल्लाह विकेट तो आपको मिलेगी इंशाल्लाह, पर ये था कि थोड़ी सी ड्यूर थी तो पर वो हमने कर लिया, एडजस्टमेंट की क्योंकि टावल से हमारे पास है।
अच्छा, ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच आपको जो मिला, आप किसके नाम करना चाहेंगे?
मैं अपने पापा के नाम करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि उनकी मुझे बहुत स्पोर्ट्स है और उन्होंने मेरे पीछे बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग की है, तो इंशाल्लाह उनके नाम ही मैं करता हूँ।
चले, फैबुलस परफॉर्मेंस एंड बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर द टूर्नामेंट ज़ोहेब।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू, वेलकम।
Well, that's it from the young leggy getting 4 wickets to his name. Mohammad Zohaib Zubair gets his well-deserved player of the match performance. That's all from the post-match presentation for now. But join us tomorrow. We have more action from the ILT20 development tournament. We started off with the Braves taking on the Dynamos at 4:30 p.m. local time. So stay tuned for more live action from the ICC Academy. Till then, take care and good night.